Like, what the hell?
Humor! But I'm
It's not funny. It's just
funny to
weird.
someone.
It's a time-tested gimmick. It's not always funny. You need to work at it.
It doesn't carry a whole series.
No, it doesn't.
But they'll try anyways.
It carried Mrs. Doubtfire.
Is everyone here?
Yeah, that's not the same
we're
thing
all here.
though. That's a guy playing a guy who's pretending to be a woman, not a guy
Begin.
legitimately playing a woman.
Wasn't really played straight anyway.
I want to punch something through a wall.
You'll have to wait a couple hours.
How about you don't do that to any of your friends?
Well, then they better let the DM or GM or whatever we're gonna call you go.
Don't
Well,
play
we are on
games.
the air, so he can get moving anytime he likes now.
Alright, welcome back to Emerald City then.
It's still standing.
Long.
For the moment,
Stop
so
jinxing
far.
it.
You just took down the chamber. Called in Aegis to pick up all the remnants of foe and, the random stormers they picked up to try and recruit them.
And a whole lot of stolen artifacts and whatnot.
Yes, a whole lot of stolen weaponry and other such things. And you are now made it back to the Emerald Tower, where it becomes apparent there's one question. Now what are you going to do?
What
I'm
every
going to
superhero
Disney
team
World.
does after a major fight. Each warm-up.
I was just gonna say have a party, but
We had one. That's how this got started.
Yeah, seriously. Parties are just asking to be attacked.
well, that was a boring fluff party. We need a real party.
With the hard drugs, you mean?
I'm just kind of looking at you now.
Yo, kids, don't do drugs.
Something
Just
tells me
saying.
Chiome's future drugs are nothing compared to this.
Heartbreaker, how do you get that little shining sparkle to show up on your teeth whenever you do that?
I don't know. Just happens.
So why does he always look away and still left? I don't get it.
That's where the camera is.
I'm just not going to question that one.
In all honesty, there probably is a camera there.
You shouldn't wrong. I mean,
I'm apparently ambush bug now.
all right. So
If this is still the same evening, I am ending this day by going to bed.
Probably a good idea.
I'm just gonna go fix up the Duke. Y'all can do what you need to do.
I came out basically unharmed. I don't know the town.
You might be spending most of your day eating because that, as we established, that shot probably hypercharged your metabolism,
be
which means you're
food
probably
out there.
hungry. Yeah, but it's not on my bill, girl. I'm not paying for you to eat me out of house and home.
Wasn't asking you to pay. You're not my date.
Awesome, great. Go get yourself a date, because I don't know where else you're getting money.
She did just say the city.
We are paid, Ralph.
This is Emerald City. I seriously doubt they're gonna give her free food.
In any case,
I think I can manage that.
You could, yeah, sure, but you're a bastard. Well, you're like an anti-bastard.
so Alan's going to bed.
I'll fix up the Duke, then go to inventing unless someone needs me for something.
As an out-of-character side note, Heartbreaker's been living on the streets for like 5 years. How do you think he's been surviving?
Hey, give
You
me all your
sure-
Charm.
So Chiome's going out for a night on the town and probably to eat out the entirety of someone's credit card.
I'll go with. I'm out for a drug and alcohol-free party.
I mean, hey, recovering from something I used in combat is a business expense. I can charge it to the business account.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. I actually don't think Mars can say anything about it. We did kind of save his ass.
Yeah, he owes me.
He does. So Nick, what are the business cards and off with you?
I can say that Ralph will probably get at least 2 days of uninterrupted inventing.
Awesome. That means 2 5-point inventions or 1 10-point invention. However, I do them in bursts of 5 because that makes more logical sense because I wouldn't actually know how long I have. Weirdly. Anyway. So let's go with the 2 most important things. Would you like a 5-point teleport, Alan? Slap, slap, slap.
So this tells me slapping it might not be the best plan.
No. I don't have him most likely in the morning and just say, hey, I can make you a thing. You want a thing? Like over coffee. Because it does take me a day. I wouldn't have enough time today to make it. I just start and then...
Mm-hmm.
So most likely tomorrow over coffee, I just lower a newspaper and go, would you want to teleport? You know, like the ones I made before, belt buckle, slap it, oof. I say over coffee and entirely too much bacon.
And the night before, Chioma and Heartbreaker had a great time as they realized there was half the city out getting drunk that night.
Lol.
Because everything blew up that day, and nobody wants to deal with it.
Nothing blew up on the surface, bunch of whiners.
Yes, it did. Did you forget how the whole fight started after the party? You know,
No, that was
plumes
that
of
was a
fire
day or
and
two
smoke
ago.
everywhere.
That was a couple days ago.
No, that was the same day.
That was the same day we hit the... we hit
Later the
table.
same day.
Holy crap, that was a busy day.
Uh-huh.
Wow,
And
that day
everyone-
sucked for everyone. Yeah, go get drunk.
Yeah, nobody wants to deal with the aftermath of that.
Hell, after a day like that, even Ralph would be fucking exhausted. Going to bed. Still, in the morning, though, I am going to ask whether or not Alan wants a teleportation belt. God damn it. Frickin' city folk can't wake up at all. I wait for him to get his fix, I suppose.
How will Chioma and Heartbreaker have fared their night of debauchery?
The first question is whether Chioma made it back home.
Well, Heartbreaker's there, and he refuses to get crunked, so...
Yet, you basically have a designated driver.
I mean, he uses an eagle, but still.
Designated flyer, yeah.
Or designated teleporter, whichever one you feel like at the time.
Whatever works.
I prefer the eagle for the imagery, yeah.
Kind of soaring in on an eagle, yes.
Is Heartbreaker even old enough to have a driver's license? Alan might ask at some point.
You're gonna ask that, and you haven't asked me whether or not I have a license for this goddamn machine. Yeah, your priorities are straight.
Well, we already know you don't.
Ralph, you would have issued yourself a license for that.
Yeah, I did, because I invented it.
Just like that Like that Bernhardt fellow who founded Mercedes. He invented the driver's license. Just one day, grab a piece of paper. Let's see here. And that's license number 00001. I have a license to operate this machine.
You know, if you're mocking me, I can just stop buying coffee. Just pointing that out.
I think Alan could make his own coffee.
I think Alan's just going to stare at Ralph, the both of them standing in the mess in the Emerald Tower, and look around at all of the Mars Tech insignia on the walls.
Yeah, but he doesn't buy the coffee, he bought the coffee machine. Very different. You need beans, son. Good beans. Fresh beans. Quality beans. Quality, great expense.
If I had-
Alan can now make for free.
If I had to, I can make quality coffee out of some dirt shoveled out of the local park and a spare rag from an oily engine.
Okay, I don't know what I want. How old are you? You look like 60. Are you actually 20 and you just don't know how to feed yourself, or?
A gentleman never tells. No, wait, that's not how that goes. Damn it, this is what you get for ambushing me before coffee.
Ah. You have coffee in your hand. Take a sip and frickin' answer the question. Also, where the hell are those two? Is Heartbreaker even Shelmy alive still, or did Shelmy convince Heartbreaker to have a drink and now they're both dead in a ditch?
It takes a lot to kill the both of them, I think.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised what stuff, normal people can fucking do impossible shit. What do you think superheroes can do? When they're drunk. I hit the,
Nothing, since drinking any drug stops my brain from working.
Doesn't stop your brain from working.
Don't you get like a contact high from being around drunk people?
Yep.
Oh, love you, man. Anyway, I guess I'll just hit the,
I guess he can get high on other people's life?
And I'm assuming we all have alert buttons to, like, wake one another up in case of emergencies. I'm just gonna ram on that
You
for a
have
bit till those two...
communicators. You can
Yeah,
constantly ping
You
them.
mean that thing I obviously turn off?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm hitting the one that you can't turn off.
No.
Anybody can talk to... As long as I'm wearing the ring, anybody can talk to me at any time, and I can't stop them.
No, we don't know that. I don't think you established it. You established you can hear us, but we haven't established, like, what the rules of that are. So I'm just hitting the group gather button. I'm assuming it's some kind of flashing light, like a low
There would
sound.
be a part of the communicators you can't turn off because,
Obvious,
emergencies and
shit.
such.
And I'm hitting that one over and over and over and over and over because it's freaking like 10.
I can turn it
Get
off.
up.
It's called a strength 6 fist. I can turn that off.
Yeah, she's not lying. She could turn that off. We may or may not get Showy today.
So she always passed out somewhere, alright.
Yeah, she's out.
Heartbreaker might appear and tell us, yeah, she's alive. I hope.
She probably isn't actually being able to be woke up by that right now anyway.
Probably
So,
not.
barring any
I could
emergencies,
do a power stunt with my ring to wake her up. But...
if you like.
That's not. She deserves her rest and whatever. Besides, she's not the one I'm inventing for. She's, kind of on my level in terms of dealing with shit that hits us. You too? Get hit with a bullet, it matters more if you get me.
So yes, what are your plans for today, barring no sudden emergencies popping up, as this city loves to do?
Nicely pressing the loud button.
Alan is going to finish up putting what he can into the database, the contacts and previous encounters database that he has asked Mars to fill in and suggested that the others try to as well. It'll probably take Alan better part of the day.
On a Wednesday. You know that, right? Or Ralph? Just some guy he stopped a robbery on a Wednesday. Just a lot of that.
I'm going to begin my day with a complete breakfast, including the great taste of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
They don't have any.
No, all we have are these generic corn shards.
Don't have any of that either. I'm sorry, I'm the only one here who does any goddamn shopping. You lot have eggs, toast, bacon, sausage, and steak. You pick one and you eat it. Or you pick them all and eat that. If you're
Have a
looking for
bowl?
me, you're gonna...
Just a second. Mr. Hops arrives with Frosted Flakes.
Son of a bitch. Fine, you have your terrible false food. I don't eat like a real man.
The magical shopping bunny rabbit.
Did we ever find out if he had speech ranks? Because it's hilarious if he does.
Grab it.
I believe you mentioned that he should.
I think you said he did at one point, and so I assumed he did. But...
Even if he doesn't, if that's what you want, he has plenty of PowerPoints left over to do so.
Hold on. Mr. Hops arrives with a box of Frosted Flakes with a box probably still with the on sale sticker on it, or he arrives with a bowl with some child's plastic spoon still sitting in it.
I like to think he arrives with a receipt in his mouth.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to have speech ranks. I sort of imagine him going into stores and actually buying things.
Okay.
Hey.
I mean, he probably cuts in line a lot, but you can
Hey,
stop
buddy,
him.
how you doing?
And everyone stares at the talking bunny rabbit.
Sure, are you gonna stop him? He cuts. What the fuck are you gonna say? That bunny cut me off.
If you try, he'll just hypnotize you anyway.
Right, exactly.
Sell me it.
There, he has his shitty, false, not at all food shards. You have your coffee. I have my dinner of kings. Then Shelly's unconscious. Now the question still stands. I can make shit. What do you want?
Frosted Flakes is just a small part of a complete breakfast.
Well, I'm having the other half of the complete breakfast. You gonna join me or keep talking weird?
I'm talking perfectly naturally.
Uh-huh. You know, I've watched commercials before. Starting to think that you figured I made a deal with the press while I wasn't looking.
Take Cemento.
God damn it.
But yes, now would be the time to figure out what you want to invent.
Well, what do they want? I can do the usual, or I can do something different. You have 5 points. Pick a thing. Anything. Turn purple. I don't care. If you want it, I'll do it.
I can't think of anything I would need.
Well, for you, actually, I had an idea. You know that thing, Heartbreaker? Shite, I went and forgot her name. Your previous character.
Omega.
There it is, thank you. Okay, yes, Omega. As you could turn basically invisible, that for you would actually be much more potent because all of your abilities are subtle, right? And it's subtle or something. Like they're not obviously you're doing it, so it's not clear you're the one doing it. If you're just invisible in a corner doing that, they'll never find you.
Well,
There's nothing to tell
don't
them.
have the don't have the subtle modifier attached. My ring glows, and invisibility won't stop that.
Oh, well, that's out. It was an idea though. Well, you
People
could.
can tell I don't have the subtle modifier attacks, so there might not be visible traces of it, but mechanically people know where attacks are coming from and stuff.
You're going to make some security guard very unhappy later, Alan.
I ain't test that. Well, if neither of you have any requests, I'll just do the usual, which is teleportation for both of you, I suppose.
I can already do that.
Yeah, but it's no action teleport.
It's the panic button.
Yeah, it's a no actions, one use teleport that is, it's basically your panic button. It's just, oh shit, I'm about to be punched by a guy. Bloop, gone.
I guess that works, sure.
Yeah, it's an instant free escape mechanism, one use. It can be done on enemy turns. That's kind of the big deal about it.
So that's what Ralph's doing all day. Does anyone else have any plans besides Chioma, sleeping everything off?
Alan's going to work on that database, and then maybe nip down to the training room and just see if he can remember how exactly boxing works, because if this is going to be his profession for quite a while, which it's beginning more and more to look like, he might need to start hitting the gym again.
I'm going
Punch,
to go
jab. Oh, wait, no, it's the other way around.
I'm going to go to the inner city and play some basketball with some underprivileged children.
You do live in a yogurt commercial, don't you?
He does.
Either that or a Nike shoes commercial.
And you'll have a Hallmark
weird. Some kind of weird combination.
He's a Silver Age say character. What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
I do not fit in here.
Chiome doesn't do so bad. Most of her characters are Platinum Age, which is, if you're wondering, now. Like, comic books now, that's most of us. Just Heartbreaker Silver Age, so it's weird.
I could up the angst and move back to the 90s.
Yeah, if you up the angst, you'll go to Iron Age, and then you'll be an Iron Age character. Alan is almost an Iron Age character with the way his powers work.
Speaking of, does Chiome have any plans when she actually wakes up?
Sure as a
Probably
day
actually
where...
would. She might even actually run into Alan in the gym, honestly.
What the fuck is Chiome in the gym for?
You can still
Practice.
practice, even if you don't have
You need to still practice martial arts to do martial arts.
I'm aware of that, but you wouldn't do that in the gym.
Well,
Do that in
technically
Where
the
else would you
training
do it?
room.
We don't... Unless we bought, like, superhero level equipment for, like, gymmery, I'm pretty sure you just use the training room, not the gym. The gym is, like,
Yeah, it's
weights
the
and
same
shit.
thing.
Ralph,
Not
your
really.
giant robot is the only thing around here that can bench press something more than twice its own weight.
Yeah, I think Chiome can lift quite a bit. She's stronger than she looks.
This is true.
Like I said, like giving Chiome just normal human weights is pointless. Between A, her mechanical limbs would just do all the work, and C, even things like
Yeah.
cardio
How
wouldn't really
does
work.
lifting work with strength? Is it just rank to rank conversion?
There's a, it says there should be a weight thing, like mass, whatever your strength rank is, that mass is how much you can lift overhead maximum.
Yeah.
3,200 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah, so she has literally no trouble with any normal weights, and that's the only kind we got for free besides the training room, so she's probably in the training room beating the shit out of whatever turrets we have with swords.
Either that or going to the tower's parking lot and just finding a mid-sized sedan to work with.
Well, we can pay for it if we need to, yeah.
Yeah, but working out her arms
Chiome,
isn't.
She'll
run
put it
yourself out and
back.
start murdering things.
So the reason I ask everyone's plans is because you actually don't get any interruptions today. It seems like the calm after the storm is starting to come on.
Fucking brain learned its lesson.
Well, the brain is a bit out of resources, as you might imagine.
Yeah, better. We kind of stuck everyone in a big holding cell, which I give it maybe.
He did
3
just
more
spend
days
how
till they all
much?
get off.
Yeah, he did just spend how much ablative meat on us?
Looking at it, are we counting the guy who can change sizes? That's a lot of meat.
It's a figure of speech, Ralph.
Weird one.
You've never been in an army, have you?
Still, fuck no.
You should try it sometime.
My father grew corn.
You could do both.
Nah, but not at the same time.
But yeah, it's been a fairly chaotic and exciting time for you all as Emerald City's newest protectors. Now, let's see, you had to deal with a major crisis, which spawned numerous new superhumans. You fought the Freedom League. You founded a super team with Maximilian Mars, of all people, and you battled a huge mix of foe and all these new stormers. Having some peace and quiet might be nice.
I could deal with it, to be completely honest.
But if no one else has anything that's going to happen today, it's time to move on to the next day. Mostly because I'm sure Ralph wants to see what happens with his inventions.
Very much. Well, they work. There you go. The reason I say 5 points is because that means I don't have to roll. I could make a 20-point invention in a day. I just have to roll, and I don't wanna.
Unless someone has any objections.
I'm good, unless Chiome has anything she'd like to say when she gets to the gym.
She could help him box.
Feel like slow motion for you. It must be so embarrassing for poor Alan.
Modesty is a virtue.
It is. Not one he practices.
And embarrassment is a reflex that goes out the door usually sometime in your 50s.
Old fuck.
And then he turns the Duke to cheese.
I am now the cheesy Duke. Wait, I can't be any more cheesy.
Stop manipulating organic components. I thought you could.
To the Duke, not Ralph.
Oh, okay. Well, he
It's hard to
turned
tell the
pepper
difference,
into a
I'll give you
mystery
that one.
spice earlier.
I don't know. Was it a animal spice or organic? So
Not
That
exactly a
confused
huge
me.
deal.
All right, it was a salt shaker.
No,
Fair enough.
Power stunt, I know.
He fatigued himself for all of like a minute.
I would fatigue myself for 1 minute to turn something into something else like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just to check, is anyone going to do something different this coming night? For example, is Chiyomi going to go out and get drunk again?
I'm not gonna let her at that point. You already had your party night. You slept all day. That shit ain't gonna fly.
She didn't sleep all day.
You slept, okay, entirely too much of the day, considering Ralph probably gets up at like 6 in the goddamn morning.
She was probably up almost at that point.
Exactly, and you slept from there onwards, and that, to Ralph, that's not cool.
Ralph, exactly whose mother do you think you are?
This fucking teams because, you know, someone has to be. Otherwise, a lot of you are gonna go get crunk every night, and then, you know, someone's gonna attack while you're crunked, and then what? Sorry, who provides your lunch pails?
I would never drink, but if you're going to drink, you should do so responsibly.
God damn it, why do I ask him anything? Point stands. Jomi, you had your night. I'm totally willing to let you have your nights. You're not getting 2 in a row. Not like that. You're still
I say you
organic
punch
in
him
the
and go out
chest area.
drinking.
Your liver can explode.
Ralph, she is a grown-ass woman. She can do what
Grown-ass
she
woman.
likes.
Grown-ass woman, part of a team with responsibilities greater than herself. No getting crunk time. Goes for you too, Smarmy.
Hey, Chiyomi,
Hmm.
I'll show you a real good bar.
I will buy that bar and kick you both out. See if I don't.
It's not for sale. It's family-run business.
Oh my.
Are you sure you want to be going there? No, I don't mean like on my end. I mean like they might not be too happy to see y'all.
And it's about time they dealt with it.
And if you're gonna take Chomi with you, then on that case, just for safety measures, and
Do
if
they
something
serve
goes
food?
wrong, call me in.
Yep, all the beer peanuts you can eat.
Well, I will come anyway. I will sit
Screw
on
it, I'll
the edge
drive.
of the bar eating peanuts all night.
I think I'll join you actually on that one because I want our whole team there in case your family decides they want to poke. I want to try something they really shouldn't.
Sure.
Sum that up.
Leave the
Oh, going out-
Volkswagen at home.
Yeah, I'll try something normal. I got plenty of normal crap.
You're all going out to a bar to intimidate some mobsters.
Not to
Apparently.
intimidate, just
I'm
to
just having a good night out.
let them finally either come out with it or stop pestering Alan through back channels type thing.
Or just ignore him while he's there.
They're all nice. They're all nice, normal people. Hey, you guys don't want to. You guys don't want to hurt Alan, do you? Why would you want to?
Isn't he a great guy?
So do you want us in, incognito a little bit, or, full chrome?
Good luck with that one.
We'll
Hey,
call
I
it.
can wear stuff over it.
No. I don't mean like that. I mean we have very recognizable faces at this point. I don't know how you can do about that.
I don't wear a costume. I just have the one. I only have one article of clothing.
And it depends on how racist
Would you
the
like
family
more
is.
than one article of clothing?
They
If
might
the
not
family
really
is
see it.
really
Only one
racist.
set
They
of
might not see
clothes.
much of a difference between a Japanese woman and a different Japanese woman.
Yeah, there could be some racism there.
Well,
Something
there's lots of iron working in the family, so I'm sure working with moving heavy weights and loading docks and whatnot, they've seen plenty of chains with chinks in them.
I punch you in the shoulder.
Look, there's not gonna be.
That's Chinese, not Japanese.
Which is why I'm laughing.
All I'm saying is that I'm sure they've gotten over some issues. They're modern. They're just also criminals and scum and philanderers and.
And this
A
is not convincing me
superstitious,
not to just
cowardly
go
lot?
in there and arrest them. This isn't convincing me not to just do that.
Sure, you can. Can you prove anything?
It take about 3 seconds for me to hack their systems and like have every single one of their emails, all the money they're moving across areas. It'd probably take me a night or two.
Yeah,
I just
yeah, Ralph.
can't be
Buddy,
asked.
how would you like to give me a full confession on tape to every crime you've ever committed? That'd be great.
Yeah, and there's a reason I'm not going to let either of you two get away with that.
Because that's useful. It's useful not to have that many enemies, and that's a good
Nope.
for backwards.
Nope.
Not backwards.
Nope.
Black market? No.
Nope.
Information highways.
He
I'm
was
trying to get
complicit in a lot of them.
across.
Nope.
I'm trying to communicate the fact that you use them to gain information we otherwise wouldn't be privy to. I don't know what it's called though. It's not black market. It's something else.
There we go.
That is useful. That's why I haven't done it yet.
And if you remove any of the crime families in this town, all you do is open a void for the other 10 to file in.
And then I take them down one by one until there's no more. But
And then
I don't
more
got time
appear.
for that shit.
More always appear.
Yeah, I know. It's like fucking weeds. At least this one you're familiar with and can, wrangle for information. That's why I haven't done that.
Yeah, Ralph, it may surprise you at this point to learn that we are not here to mete out the law. We are here to defend the city from extraordinary threats, and we are here to mete out justice when possible.
I'm aware. Not a sheriff.
We are not
Well, not in
here
this county.
to replace the police.
I'm aware. That's why I haven't touched it. I'm not a sheriff in this county. Not in the business. Well, it is, but not like that.
Yeah.
Because
So with
they-
that all said,
So if they keep threatening you, I can provide some ammo for you. Let's call it.
Not much is going to happen at this bar, because they're mostly going to ignore you.
Fucks.
excellent.
They won't kick you out, and they won't say anything to you, because they really don't need that kind of attention on them. But they're not going to do anything for you.
Sounds good. And we can show Chiyomi the pardon me.
This is the third shittiest bar I've ever been in.
Really?
Eh,
Second for me.
really? You ever been to Mexico?
Yeah, that was the first.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you sure this is beer and not whatever it is they're distilling in the back?
What on earth makes you think those two are mutually exclusive?
Because beer usually has a label and isn't entirely alcohol, and I can drink it without immediately having poisoning.
They do know it
Because
would
the other
be
thing- the
cheaper
other
to
thing is,
buy
you know,
beer
there's
than to make it
moonshine.
yourself, right?
Well, yeah, but
Meanwhile, Chioma's in the corner just chugging it.
Hey. She's not
You
an
have
alcoholic.
organic parts. The organs are still organs. Stop
She likes
drinking.
to have a good time does not mean she's an alcoholic.
You don't want to be
yes.
an alcoholic to drink.
Not letting you
Actually,
have more
one
than
of
2
their
beers.
No, it looks like they've actually bothered to serve us the good stuff. I can't taste any leaves or twigs at all.
This is upgraded to the second worst bar I've ever been in, if this is the best stuff.
There might
I think
still
I
be
just saw a
hops floating
centipede in the
beer, though.
peanuts.
Curse on Ralph. This isn't beer.
I haven't drinking any, so thank goodness.
Oh God. I am not going to rewrite this scene so that it's scumble we're drinking. Hey, they can't have been watering it down. You know what happens when water touches scumble.
Oh, good lord. Listen, your family obviously isn't going to talk to us while we're all together. Like, best they're going to talk to you alone and probably try to break your thumbs for stupid reasons.
And probably fail utterly.
Yeah, that too. I'm saying attempt.
Oh, there's no family that's gonna show up here. I mean, Dad's happy where he is, running things from the inside. And, well, rest of the family just ain't around. One way or
And
another.
we're here because you're hoping this will send a message.
What? Good Lord, no.
You just want a really shitty beer. If this is even beer.
Well, there are hops floating in it still.
I'm not drinking it.
Ralph, you ever get homesick?
Being honest? Yeah, of course. I miss out east.
Sitting in cornfields with mud in your toes?
Funny. No, I miss the open road and being able to drive for 3 miles and know or 30 miles and know every single person on that way. If there's ever, was a problem, it was either from out of towners or it was inside and you knew the person and you didn't, this is all strangers, it's all strangers. I don't know, like 90% of anyone I've fought, even those who have like big names and crap.
Well, I didn't get to move around much, so home was wherever you happened to be, which in this case means, the 100 square miles of city where everyone either knows your name or knows your dad's name. So you've just got to make...
Bar is your equivalent of home, because, son, we gotta talk.
Call me son one more time, and I will force-feed you that beer that you've been carefully avoiding eating.
Threat taken to granted, won't do it again. So someone have Chiyomi stop fucking drinking this shit, alright? I mean, I don't know how times I gotta say this. Her lungs and shit downwards are still organic.
She's a grown-ass woman, and you will let her...
Hey, leave my ass out of it.
Pardon. She is a grown-legged woman.
Well, that's not right, because she don't have any legs.
And you ain't helping.
Brought her ass back into it. That was much more fine.
Oh, alright.
I'm having to Chiyomi to walk out now.
Look who I found his sense of humor.
Don't you worry, Chiyomi. I'm sure Betty Grable took him.
Ah! Who the fuck's Betty Grable?
Were none of you born in the 20th century? By God.
No, yeah, I think I was, but not in the late bits of it. Sorry, Grandpa.
I'm from Canada.
There you go, then.
Do girls wear shorts in Canada?
Good question.
No, it's always cold.
There you go.
I'm Captain Canadian Stereotype. Heartbreaker's not even from Canada.
Lol. So why are we here watching Chiyomi kill herself with terrible, terrible booze?
Because she wanted to go out and enjoy herself. And I wanted to look around at familiar surroundings and actually feel safe for the first time in 45 years. And you wanted to have an argument. And Heartbreaker...
Let's be frank, you have no idea what he wanted.
Everybody else was coming, so I came too.
There you go.
Good to meet you, Frank.
Just eating more peanuts.
Didn't you have some wings brought for you?
Yes, I'm not charging anything in this place.
Yeah, the wings here are probably more pigeon than buffalo.
I'm assuming it hasn't been closed down because in the back there's some kind of money laundering scheme or something, right? They just bribe whoever health inspector happens to come in here and or shoot the man.
Well, no. This place is legitimate. It ain't money laundering, it's just a bar.
Don't read the shooting bar.
I just give you like the most...
Now the thing is, the health inspector for this quarter of the city, he's sitting down there at the end of the bar.
Clean over. Well, fair enough. I'll be frank, I've seen my share of shit bars in my part of the town. It's just, I was of the opinion the city folk tend to be more uppity about that kind of thing. Fair enough.
Well, city folk are. It's just that Mike down there owns the place.
Yeah.
You don't think he's passed out in his beer because he likes being here, do you?
Yeah.
Nope, it's because he's got to be here, and if he's actually on premises working, Alan slightly inebriatedly mimes some air quotes there, because he just has to be working here in order to get the city tax discount, and can claim all the time spent here as business expense. Okay, yeah, what I said about this place being on the up and up, you can just forget all that. I just mean that there's no cocaine and strippers being moved through the back door. Yeah. The usual.
Just tax evasion. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Of course it's not a big deal. You don't think...
I'll give you that.
You don't think sinking all of your income into that hulking red screwdriver is entirely legitimate? Of course not.
It's perfectly legitimate because I can't sell the plants to the government without causing World War IV, and on top of that, what the fuck else am I going to do to change the world?
You can't skip World War III.
No, World War III already happened. It was really short. What do you want? Some guy declared war. Everyone else declared war on him. He lost. World War III. Over.
I think next time I'm having us go somewhere with music and dancing.
There's a place not too far from here.
World War III lasted 1 week.
Yeah, it would only last like a week. That's my point. In my logic, it's more than likely there was another, finger quotes, World War in this realm. Most likely, it was just so fucking short that it barely made fucking history books.
I think Ian's just trying to press the point that it does not appear in the setting.
Doesn't? Really? That surprises me. Usually
there have been no extra wars.
Sorry, I'll reiterate to World War III.
Yep.
I don't want to cause World War III by throwing mechs everywhere.
Yep. Xiaomi. Deal. Next time, you pick the venue. Then it's Heartbreaker's turn after that. And then Ralph can... Well, when it's Ralph's night, we can just all sit around the tower and twiddle our thumbs entertainingly at each other. And play charades.
I don't know how to party?
As a reminder,
I know how to party.
If Ralph wants to do that inventing, he's going to have to get back to the tower.
Yeah, there's that. Well, if there's no more I need to do here, I gotta go make, the shit that keeps us alive. Excuse me.
But, Alan's family friends will take Ralph's leaving as an excuse to start closing up far earlier than they usually do.
Yep. Alright.
They want you out of here.
Alright. Come on, lady, gent. We're, being ushered out. Ah, shit. Ralph took the truck, didn't he?
I haven't left yet, yes, kind of. I just warmed her up.
Yeah, you probably don't need me to point this out, but none of these people are happy to see you, Alan.
But me, I'm the life of the party.
Oh yeah, you're well known around town.
My family.
To mean.
Well, let's just say the internet's taking some really interesting pictures of you doing interesting things. Let's just go with that.
Hardy, the family hasn't
beat up
liked
before.
me for years. I've been an
Okay,
outsider.
You're not gonna tell me out of character now that she's beating people up with her arms.
No, I'm just discriminating. I just thought it was a funny image to imagine her like taking off her left arm while drunk to hit someone with it.
Yeah, Hardy, the family hasn't liked me for years. I've been an outsider who hasn't been part of family business for ages, but the family can't get rid of me because I'm family, and the other families can't get rid of me because I'm family here, and, you send one of ours to the hospital, we send two of theirs to the morgue type business. It's all bloody fucking political.
Check on the bodies, I get you.
It's...
The superpowers probably kind of imply that too.
So I'm just It was nice to come back here and take one last look at the place and feel safe for once.
So the question arises, do you go back to the tower, or are some of you going to be very dumb and go out and get more drunk?
Nope, back to the tower. I'm gonna have a hangover I need to sleep off.
Well, I'm still Kiyomi's designated driver, so I'm going wherever she's going.
If you guys left almost as soon as Stu got in the car, he'd just drive y'all home.
Will she only be going to bed at a reasonable hour tonight?
Probably. It's been going out there has been sobering enough that it's probably not really worth going partying afterward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone back to the
if
tower.
everyone's going back to the tower anyway, I'm just going to teleport back.
Bam. So I assume Ralph will be inventing through the night.
More or less. I think he sleeps just straight 8 hours. That's he's awake a lot. He gets the minimum amount of sleep and continues on with his life.
Everyone else going straight to bed?
Because he didn't booze up, so he'll be fine.
Yep.
Yes, early to bed and early to rise.
Alrighty then, on to the next day. Nothing happens during the night, at least, so you don't have to worry about your beauty sleep being interrupted. Nothing happens at breakfast, either. But, you get through breakfast with the normal deal, arguing over what to eat, and you find somebody's tried that mystery spice Alan made, because it's not as full as it was before.
I want to know what you put in there now.
There was also a stain on the counter next to it.
Oh, god damn it. I'm not saying that. You are a smart ass. Franken smart ass.
But, it's basically just as you finish eating breakfast that, every single one of your communicators buzz at the same time.
Put down my fork, get up, and leave my steak and eggs where it is. Half finished.
If you pull out that communicator, you'll find, 3 words on it, sent from Mars himself, actually. Redshift Energies. Stormers.
That's 4 words.
No, that's 3 words.
Oh,
Redshift
I see.
is 1
Redshift
word.
being 1 word. Okay, that makes sense then.
I have expected the 3 words to be "I am gay."
Slap you upside the head. Alright, everyone, load up. Here's your belt
You'd
buckles.
figure that would be how he'd come out.
Alan, your belt buckle? Toss. Heartbreaker, yours. Toss. Come on. Chop, chop.
Does this mean Ralph's dressing you now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to summon Eaglet and fly over.
Where do you say it was again?
Redshift
Energies.
Energies.
That's where is that on the map? Oh, that's a bit of a distance. We're taking the jet. Come on.
I'm sure you
okay.
remember Redshift Energies is what you initially ran into.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone except Heartbreaker, who has Eagle, and that's fine. Take the jet.
My Eagle's as fast as your jet.
Yeah, about. I wouldn't know to be absolutely sure.
What speed rank is your jet?
Just the normal kind for a private jet. I got it right out of the equipment book. Section thing.
Then Eaglet's probably faster than your jet.
Probably, yeah.
It's not supposed to be super fucking amazing fast. It's so I can leap out of it and land on someone and do stupid amounts of damage. That's what it's for. It's a Duke delivery system.
Not you.
Aww. Alan's a sweetheart. Alright, get in the fucking jet.
Yes, assuming everyone can actually get on board the jet in a reasonable manner.
No, it's a very roomy, you think the, it's not as fast, I'll give you that one, as the X-Jet thing, for the X-Men, but it's about as advanced. It's got a lot of shit going on in there. So they will fit no problem. They could sleep in there and live in there if they wanted to.
Probably shouldn't.
The X-Men's Blackbird is an actual model of plane that's about 50 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm talking the comic version. The comic version is like crazy.
Oh, sorry, I should not have pressed the button
that
for
was
that.
a real experimental aircraft when they created it. Now it's nearly 50 years old.
Yeah. Well, regardless, all aboard my jet.
Some things don't age well in a sliding time scale.
So, on the jet, I assume you have some sort of television and access to the news.
Oh no, I have so much crap. You have no idea. Yeah, I have no problem seeing just the square foot of a thing.
Well, checking the news, you can see that there's been a great big jet of flame from Redshift Energies and a fairly massive explosion.
Was it a normal colored jet of flame? Because that can
Yes,
change,
it was a normal colored jet of flame.
Okay, so it wasn't obviously metahuman, but most likely.
And as you see that happen on the news, another message pings in on your communicators saying, "Now would be good."
In the goddamn jet, I'm already there. Okay, we're going in hot. Heartbreaker, do you want to teleport in and figure out what's going on first, or do we just go in straight?
I'm flying over on my Eagle. Yeehaw.
So you're already there, but then so are we, like, half a second after, because we're in a jet and you're on a supersonic Eagle. It's like, it's not that far away.
You will get there a little bit slower than him, but not by any significant amount.
That's why I asked, do you want to go in first and just look, or should we all just jump in at once?
Yeah, sure. I will jump. I will get high enough up so I can do this without getting hurt. I will jump off of Eaglet, summon Mr. Hops, and teleport into the build and teleport down to look around.
Let's get you an actual view of what you're going to see here first.
That'd be nice.
Yeehaw!
So this is where what Chioma just airdrops out of the back of the jet.
You're safe, don't you?
Yeah, I can do it.
And hey, do you have any idea how many extra damage ranks you get for falling at maximum velocity and hitting someone? It's fucking insane.
I did, but that's because there's nobody with green flame, I'm afraid. Let me make sure you still have ownership over this, actually. Ah, yes, it did not give you ownership over Eagle for some reason. Okay, now I'll make it visible to you. I think the word that sums this up is panic.
Well, there's their problem. They shifted too far to the red. Everything caught fire.
Yeah, you're not funny at all.
If you zoom out, you'll see there is more to that map.
He's not really.
One weakness.
Ah, inside. Good, good.
No, this is gonna be a problem.
So looking around from the air, you can tell that everything's on fire. There's a lot of rubble around from explosions and such. There's a whole lot of scientists running around. From where you are, you can't actually see some of the more important bits. You can hear lots of noises coming from inside the building, though. You know, this center one here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is 4 stories tall.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but
Yeah.
let's deal with that first, huh?
Heartbreaker cannot actually see that yet. Of course, once he gets in range, he'll be able to detect them himself, but...
No, my tools will pick them up.
Alright, we need to find out what happened here, and I need to find out what kind of hazardous chemicals are here that we might need to be careful with. Or any sort of hazardous things. So,
I'm coming in now?
Yeah, let's...
Well, we all need to get down there now. It's just Heartbreaker has the first chance to do whatever it is he wants to do.
Yes, does Heartbreaker want to do anything before the rest show up?
We need to save those school children. That's my thing.
Yeah, that would be yours. Go for it. You have a teleporting bunny, by all means.
You have control. Go ahead and move a bit before I drop the rest of them onto the map.
Then the Duke lands on the kids.
Yes, how are you getting out? How's Alan getting out, actually?
I'm hoping that Ralph...
I can fit 2 people in this thing. I'm just saying.
God.
You know what a hell jumper is, by chance?
while he's trying to convince him of that, Chiome probably would just leap out nonchalantly.
And I would too, but this guy's being a sissy. Come on, man.
I'm getting in, but goddamn.
How many school kids are there?
It's an entire class full, so there's like 30 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot of kids.
They're in the ages of like 8 to 9.
That's why you have the bunny. It's adorable.
Yeah, he can. If there's a class full of them, he can only teleport once he can touch at the same time. So.
How many can you teleport at a time?
Actually, no. It's it's by mass, isn't it? Those ranks. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna have Eaglet drop me off anywhere and summon Mr. Hops to start saving kids. I guess somewhere up here where I can see what's going on. I guess.
Eaglet will go poof.
That may or may not be what happened.
In a second, I'm gonna need to make that visible to the stream. Carry on, but...
Yes, where
Why
are you
was she
three
teaching her
going to be
children
dropping
about
in?
fire?
The good news is that there's actually a very easy way to do this, which is
You just want to drop on the street outside?
yeah, it's safest and would minimize any possible oops, I smashed your building and killed 10 people.
Now, well, Chiel might be doing that.
And Jeremy looking like where the fuck she isn't weigh enough to bother, so. Man, I know the school children.
Yeah, she does weigh the same as a person of her height, so.
So, where are you going to land?
Where do I got leeway to land?
You're in a jet flying over the
Yeah,
entire place, so you can land.
we're
Oh
high
no, I'm
enough
talking
to where
about
you can-
accuracy.
Oh, like that.
Because from that kind of height, there should be probably a little leeway.
No, I looked this up. If you don't have some sort of system where you don't weigh a certain amount, because we weigh a certain amount, you kind of just... Anyway, for a person, you have a four squares, so 25 feet of drift, and you just roll a D8, see which direction you drift. And you can roll an agility check, or... It is agility, yeah. No, it's... Is that agility in this, or is it percent? Fuck. Yeah, agility. Okay, I'm not crazy. Agility to reduce it by so and so. I'll try and find the system. Because I jump out of a fucking plane, I need to know this. And now I have to go find the link again. So they're like falling damage and crap.
Well, while he's looking for that, is there a place you'd like in general to aim for?
It depends on. We do have like full information from above of what's going on right now.
You can see the buildings and everything on fire and such. And you can see the people scurrying around like little ants. What you can't see are the stormers Mars mentioned. One could assume that they're inside.
They are the school children.
Then probably, honestly, around here.
Okie dokie. Found that system yet, Skullhat?
It's not as easy to find as you hope it was. Like, I found one that involves falling, but catching a person who's falling, which involves dexterity and this other crap, and that's entirely different from just wanting to land on something.
I mean, I can technically, I have distance sense and direction sense. You could kind of say that you can calculate it.
Oh, no, the calculating is not really the trouble. It's making your body go the way it wants to. Yeah,
make me an agility roll, and I'll be rolling some other things.
Okay.
That's why I said I was darn certain it was like a D8 is the direction you roll an agility check to see how much you reduce it.
Various things like that right now. That's pretty good.
this is where superhero physics get weird, because I can leap perfectly fine.
That's good enough that you wouldn't drift too much, even though I rolled the maximum on it.
Oh, okay. No, this I know. Do you have what's your rank in like? No, you're way too high up. Unless you can jump.
I'm way
from...
higher than my leaping ranks.
Yeah, if you actually are within your leaping ranks distance falling, you can just choose wherever the fuck you want. That I know.
You will have drifted over to about here.
Good, I avoided that big black void.
Yes.
That was close.
Same building, not in a fire. I call it a win.
Yeah.
So that building is 3 stories up, so you can actually see into the 4th floor because there's a great big hole inside. But you don't see much of anything, just lots of fire and rubble of what used to be the office part of the building. And I will be right back.
Oh, to be clear, Alan, I do hate to inform you this, but we're doing this as a truck. So I'm recreating the opening to heavy metal.
Well, not from nearly high enough an altitude.
No, but I'm doing a good job.
So how much is Alan screaming on the way down?
Way too much.
No. We are not dropping from orbit in a convertible, and I've seen you survive these kinds of drops before, so I will be fine. It's just you're going to be able to print duplicates of my fingerprints from the marks I'm leaving in the handrest.
Ruining my good leather interior.
Leather is not a good interior material, man.
It's comfortable.
It sticks, and it smells.
It's not pure leather, it's a combination leather and silk I made.
You can't get it wet.
I am totally playing the wrong character to follow that up with "that's what she said."
And yes, I am listening to you too.
And the reason we're falling out in truck mode is because it goes faster, so I'll be able to get around.
Also, you may or may not feel an endorphin, like, adrenaline rush spike from Chioe as she jumps out of that thing then.
Yeah, you're not within a 60-foot sphere of me, so no.
Okay, so you're good. She might like this sort of thing a little much.
Well,
if you want to borrow the jet, just ask. It has autopilot, it can fly itself.
yes, but...
If you're going to go partying, you're going to lend her a jet?
The worst you can do inside my jet is break my jet. You're not going to do that because you're not irresponsible that degree.
I return.
Yeah, we need to have a word with Ralph about his double standards RE responsibilities. Carry on.
No one's dumb enough to go drinking while they're inside of a jet.
Oh,
He
good
says
one.
obliviously.
Alright, so I assume you've gotten everything figured out about the Duke driving out of the back of his jet without
It's
inside?
almost, as much as he weighs, it's basically just straight down.
Yes.
Like, I can't be accurate, really. I just...
Aim for the street.
So,
Hope there's no cars in it.
it goes almost... At his mass range, you go pretty much straight down.
Heartbreaker, you can see your allies landing around you. What are you going to do?
Mr. Hops is saving school children.
Indeed he is, Mr. Hops. We'll go Banff.
Alright, kids, I'm the Easter Bunny.
And he will find
Kids, come with me.
a terrified, screaming teacher, a tour guide who's stammering, doesn't know what to do, and lots of kids looking around, not really that scared, mostly just staring at the rubble and fire everywhere. And he will take the school kids first, because that is what he has been told to do.
Smart rabbit.
And he actually takes them
words
back
to the
up to
school children.
Heartbreaker. Because he has, I forget what the name of that ability is, but he can't actually teleport straight to anywhere else yet.
Reactive or something.
Turnabout.
Turnabout,
So,
yes.
yeah,
Thank you.
reactive is the one that if you get smacked, you can do it.
Yeah, he can teleport in and teleport right back, carrying other things with him.
And then he
Take the tour guide.
goes to get the tour guide of the teacher.
Okay, now take them somewhere safe, Mr. Hops.
You can see him stop for a moment and
They get
think.
locked in a sanitarium.
The tower's pretty safe, and honestly, I don't care if kids get into it.
And then Mr. Hops nods, and everyone bamfs.
I always lock up shop before I go, so the kids aren't getting in there.
And no one saw them ever again.
He appears about a minute later.
Yes, their safe place was the middle of the earth.
It's safe.
Now, Chiome, Alan, Ralph, what are you doing?
Landing.
Yes, you have landed with an audible crunch.
Great, get us in front of the building and let me disembark. Watch out for that person!
I know, smart ass. I'm just seeing exactly how far I can go. How about I stop there and let you out?
It doesn't matter if you hit them, they're clones.
They
please
are
be let out on
very visibly running past all of you.
because I'm going. Thank you. And I'll stop. Say here. You said this was a tall building, right?
It is 4 stories tall.
Is there?
What?
The entrance is there-ish.
There is a front door here.
Oh, okay. The front door is there. I thought the front door was the other side. Sorry, wrong.
And
This
the
is the back.
loading dock
Loading
at the
dock
back.
with lots of chemicals and storage.
Loading dock. Actually, I'm gonna keep you inside, Alan, in that case, because the loading dock is where the chemicals are, and you said you need to see the chemicals, so.
So
I would
Alan
drop you
well,
off.
for-
to this.
I'm not. He is charging into. Into danger. I'm certainly not stopping him because that is his job. I am, however, going to try and snag a passing lab coat with person inside and say,
No,
"What
sorry.
happened?"
So I'll move the rest of my distance.
The scientist you grabbed seems mostly panicked and just keeps glancing back at the building.
I can't make the transformer sound with my mouth, so just imagine that as I, turn into battle form. So yeah, I turn into mech form, and that's fine, because I think I had a double move to get there, so.
But the scientist does manage to stammer out, "It's stormers! They're blowing the place up, looking for something!"
Oh joy, which one?
How should I know?
Right, who does? Who pulled the alarm? Where was the alarm pulled?
Everywhere? Everywhere's on fire!
Again, he has a point.
All right. What are you researching here?
Lots of things. We're an energies company.
Energies. Are you working with fuels? Are you working with exotic energies? Or
There's plenty of things that could blow up, if you know what I mean.
right. Hey Al. Hey Ralph. Shh.
What?
I'm afraid for identifying hazards, you're just gonna have to go by the OSHA and DOT labels.
God damn it, he says, as suddenly these things go soaring into space. I have an action. I would like to lift up as much of the explosive crap as possible, shit this stuff is, and get it away from the fucking fire. Which would just be... So just lift that, put it over there.
Just a moment.
Because it turns out, speed rank 6 is like 18,000 feet of movement, I move like 300, I'm good.
I think you have to shed some of that speed for having turned corners, but yes.
I can auto-pass the vehicle check to not have to slow down. Because between both my high skill and my ability to take a 10 whenever I want, thanks to skill mastery.
Sorry, I had a distraction pop up there. What are you doing?
Well, in order, I am moving 300 feet.
Which he has.
Yes.
And I have skill mastery, enough ranks to auto-pass. If I can roll a 10, I can, so... And that leaves me a standard action, because transforming is free. So I pick up the stuff that's probably explosive, put it away from the fucking fire.
I wish I had a way to actually do that.
Yeah.
We can just take them out and put like a, I don't know, something over there.
So,
Or we can... A novel concept here. Pretend.
That too. But then we have to remember.
Yeah, that's what the text labels are for.
There.
That'll do.
There's a nice reminder. You feel that they are very full of something
Pen and
liquid.
paper RPG? What's wrong with you?
Yes, there you go. They're full of something liquid, and you don't really know if it's flammable because you cannot see the labels on them where you are.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, probably best to keep them away from the fire.
And a question mark.
There are plenty of little barrels still in the fire, though. One of them is very visibly exploded not that long ago.
Yeah, I'll get to those when I have an action to get to those. Because I use my move and my standard, so unless we're doing freeform, I've used my turn.
Well, technically you haven't rolled initiative yet.
Mhm.
Okay,
Haven't
in
seen
that
anything
case,
to roll
I'll
initiative against.
Probably
just
probably
wait into
Chiyomi's
the
up,
fire.
Chiyomi should be
Yes.
trying to get to the top floor of here and get people out of here.
Okay, while she's doing that, I wait into the fire and start getting barrels the fuck out of there.
They don't have much of a choice. She can pick them up.
Yes. So Shiomi will be jumping to the top floor to grab the one person she can see there. That is the roof, I mean.
Yeah, roof first.
Working
Basically
should
working
have-
down, because
Yeah.
assumedly they can get out the bottom easier than they can the top.
Yeah,
You should have
fire
ownership of your
travels
token.
up.
He is covered in rubble. Please make me a strength check.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, you just cut him out of the rubble.
That is perfectly fine. You manage to throw the rubble off him with one hand and grab his lapel with the other.
Clench. Leap.
Oh, I forgot to mention I have an idea for another animal companion I want. I got it from Radio Dead Air this week. A goose that honks and gives people ulcers.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Hi.
Chiome, as you're on the roof, you hear an explosion from inside the building, and there's suddenly a dent in the roof going upwards. Over here.
Great.
Strong roof.
They
It
were
does have to be
expecting.
for a place like this.
Yeah, they were probably expecting trouble.
Well, first thing first, need to get the guy off the roof.
Yeah,
You
we're
have
doing
him in your hands.
Alright, let's just hop over to here, set him down on the other side of the road, and she has to go back.
He is very visibly unconscious.
You should probably clear out the back area before we go inside the building itself while I explosive crap out of the way.
Well, to a certain degree, I can assume they can run.
Yeah, but it's better to be safe than sorry, because some people could be injured or stuck. Like, that guy. That guy.
There are quite a few people stuck under rubble, yes.
Yeah, and I gotta get this stuff moving, I'm not as fast as you.
Okay.
Looking at this map, the only labs are at the back of first floor and on the second floor? It's just offices the upper stories?
Mm-hmm.
Quick, get the scientist to tell that.
Okay. I was just looking to get a general idea out of which windows on which levels is there going to be fire out of.
Alan!
Yo!
Fire! Remove it! Now!
I've only got one way to do that that's going to do it at any reasonable speed, and it kind of precludes survivors inside.
Outside fires, then? Can you take care of those while we get the people out?
Can you just put a bunch of water vapor in, then become storm?
Yeah, do that.
As you're watching the window, by the way, you see a jet of water come out of one.
Okay, sure, why not?
It doesn't do anything about the fires, but there was a jet of water there.
On which story?
The second story.
Assuming I finish working on those barrels, I'm gonna start working on these.
Right.
Oh great, it's probably that awful person with the water ring. I'm gonna need to go take her out.
Alright, hold on just a second here. Because I can pull the same trick on this building that I pulled at the prison that put nerve gas inside, and I can just do it with carbon dioxide, smother the flames. The problem is...
That's not conducive to people.
That will smother everybody inside too, yes.
Even if I only hold it for a few seconds till the flames are out and then release it, that's just a whole bunch of carbon dioxide that's slowly going to filter out, and yeah, if everyone inside isn't already holding their breaths, they're going to be knocked out by it. It's a big problem.
Fire rules. Fire needs 3 things to burn. One of those includes oxygen. Can you remove the oxygen content enough for the fire of these
That's
size
what I
to burn?
just said.
No, you don't need to remove all the oxygen to stop the fire. Just enough so it can't continue spreading.
If you remove enough oxygen that fire can't spread, you remove enough oxygen that people can't breathe.
Yeah, we need more oxygen than most fires do.
Can you make a rain cloud?
You could just make it really, really cold in there.
Unfortunately, that's not in. Actually, you know what? We're at a brand new adventure. We have a very perilous situation in front of us. I have an option.
The way you're saying that makes me, it implies danger, so what's going on?
It's always dangerous, but I think this is lower danger than anything else. Hope no one minds their ears popping. Just a second.
I see what he's gonna do.
I need to double check the range on this math. See if
You're gonna canary cry
it. If you're thinking black canary, I really don't know actually. What are you suggesting?
There's been a few comics where she's put out fires with sound waves because that's what her one power is.
Right, separate the plasmized atmosphere from its fuel source with a shockwave.
Pretty much.
Yeah, putting out fires with explosions sometimes works. Not a good idea when there's possible survivors in the middle of the fire.
Yes, or more explosion sources.
I'm moving them, but it takes a bit.
Yep. So, what I need to do here
Might as
is...
well clear that part out as well, because I've moved on to...
Yes, by the way, in the process of moving those big canisters, another of the little ones explodes at your feet.
Well, I'm... The little
Not
ones.
those, the other ones. Yes, the fire is starting to spread, if I can just put it over there.
And yeah,
No.
Shioma's going to keep going around to move people around and just not interrupting.
Yes,
it,
go ahead.
So.
Just make a
That's a good
strength
thing,
check
I don't
every
give
time
a
you try
damn.
to move some rubble.
Okay.
It's a good thing I don't give a damn about, like, minor explosions in my face.
Try again. There you go.
Same as before, just dragging them back over. They get to be carried.
Mm-hmm.
They're my blushing bride for today.
There we go. Geile Saxlaw.
Try again. Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm assuming the not pin scientists have that direction, because I'm putting explosions. I put some
Yes,
there.
they're running away as slowly as they can, basically.
Because once I've got there, that pop over there, I can start doing other shit.
Some of them are being dumb and realizing that if they try to go to the right, they run into lots of fire.
I scream at them to go the other direction, you morons. Scientists, my ass, and all that.
Both fail. Both
God damn
fail.
it.
Where is you
Ah.
failing
Work
this?
harder.
Where are you
There you
failing
go.
this?
Well, I have to
Because it
roll
is
above
strong
a
enough
third.
to at least require a DC 15.
It's heavy rubble.
Oh yeah, did you see the dent in the roof? Really, they made this shit out of serious business materials.
As a note, these scientists aren't actually leaving even when they get away from the building. They're staying by to see what happens. Okay.
Okay, I've got the info I need. Alan's going to shout to one of the nearby ones. Is there anything in there that is going to drastically react with water?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. You don't use exclusively halon gas systems because there is something that would, right?
Not my team. I don't know if the others do. And with that said, the entirely unhelpful scientist runs past you.
Right. Anybody, if I dump a ton of water on this and you guys are working with thorium-sodium reactors, I'm putting it on your heads.
Let me get this one guy first.
It's a whole
I think
bunch of
he's just-
shrugs.
Sitting there gaping as I move, big explosion there around there.
They're very confused.
Alright. Hey, Ralph, you got a bullhorn on that thing?
Hey, I got better than a bullhorn. I got a loudspeaker. What do you want?
Call out anyone in the building, hold your breath.
Alright. Turn up to max volume. This is the Red Duke. Incoming, you might want to hold your breath. Nothing lethal, we're just putting out the fires. And then you do whatever it is you do.
You hear some yelling from inside the building.
Well, okay, yay, more yelling. But I've told what I need to yell.
And
Yeah, I
I'm
do
going
actually
to
have the
make, like,
feature
Shiver and
loudspeaker.
trying to drown Aquaman.
I do actually have the feature loudspeakers, so I can actually do that. How do you think the music comes out?
Through sheer willpower. Anyways,
That too, but-
so
it's a DC 15 channel, so you probably beat it.
while normally I have the self-imposed designed-in restriction that I cannot change the temperature of something when I transmute it from one thing to another, and I cannot change the state either. But as it turns out, there's ways to get around this if you just think about what is naturally going to happen to a chemical or atmospheric system in the moments after the transmutation. So Alan's going to get close to one of these trees so he has something to hold on to after he finishes. And I am definitely going to have to do this as a extra effort in order to increase the effect rank a little bit.
Will you be fatiguing yourself or using your one PowerPoint?
I'm
Victory point.
Well, I don't have to choose to use the PowerPoint until after I'm fatigued, so
Yeah.
I'll see how things turn out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transmute as much of the air in and around the building as I can reach. If there are any sealed areas inside the building, airtight areas, they'll be unaffected, vaults or something. And I will be able to, for this hemisphere, transparency, let's go for 40%. A little further over. In this hemisphere, I'm going to transmute as much of the neutral nitrogen that's in the air into water. And this isn't going to do terribly much immediately, except for the fact that water is much denser than air, so it's basically going to form as mist. But mist, air that has a lot of water in it, is also much lower density than the other air around it. So what's going to happen is this whole area is going to fill with a really weird, heavy mist, and then suddenly all the atmosphere around it is going to rush in and crush it into liquid water.
And how long will that take?
Area this big? Probably about 5 to 10 seconds before what we're left with is a volume about the same size as that circle, but 4 feet deep in water.
Well, alright then. That'll put out some fires.
And that's why I'm holding on to this tree, because it's all going to come down and run outwards.
So the Duke's getting a bath.
Hooray, bath.
And I know it
That
doesn't
will-
deal with the surrounding buildings, but this one is this one's the research building, and well,
That's the one that's
it's got the
exploding.
explodey stuff.
Yes,
That
and the
will
building
pretty
is
effectively put out the fires, that's for sure.
And this concludes today's episode of Science Time with Alan.
Yeah. Why do I imagine Heartbreaker is still up there with the kids explaining how Alan is doing that?
Well, as far as we know, the kids are in Mr. Hopps's sex dungeon.
That is the safest place, unless you don't like bunny sex.
Yeah.
Let's just leave that where it is, shall we?
No, we want to
Mr.
go
Hobbs,
deeper.
you sick bastard.
Actually, no, I should leave that so we know the wet area.
Yes, that is good to have.
Thanks for giving Washout ammo.
Yeah, well, I don't know who's in there.
Neither do we.
I may have
Yes,
cursed over the
yeah.
names, but I have not seen them.
Yeah,
Now
our
that you've
characters don't.
put out the fires, will you be entering the building?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll take the loading dock entrance, I'll take the front.
I'll wait till Chiomi can get closer and we'll go in the front entrance.
Well, like I said, I see the jet of water. I'm assuming that that's the water person coming from my ring, so I'm gonna go get her.
Okay, are you going to take Mr. Hobbs and teleport straight in?
Yep. When I met that asshole Wheeler, he said that they'd be coming for my ring someday.
Alan gets on the radio. Priority
Ma'am.
number 1, anyone who got knocked over or was already unconscious might be in the process of drowning, so, yeah, sorry about that.
I got the fires out, we can deal. Xiaomi's fast enough to pick up anyone.
And now, we will wait to see
You got that,
what's happening
Xiaomi?
with Heartbreaker.
Prioritize people who are on the ground, I'll prioritize people who are stuck in rubble.
Yep, Heartbreaker's teleporting in.
But now, the rest of you, please enter the building, however you will.
Okay, moving to...
Or, don't if you're not doing that. Yes, the Duke will be coming in over here.
Okay, that's where it is. Well, hi there.
Now, please roll me initiative.
Actually, this probably.
Yes, there are multiple entrances.
Well, he wasn't expecting a fight, so I'm not going to take 20 on it. Actually, I might. Ooh, I just had a thought. 'Cause I do just see someone in front of me who's not a scientist, so hold on.
You have 1 victory point.
I know. Okay, yeah, I'm literally right in front of someone who is most likely going to be very quickly described as not friendly. So
If you can
I'm
set your
going-
initiative, go ahead and do so.
No, I can't. If I do so, I immediately crash. I don't know why, it just does.
Right, but are you using your victory point?
I am, and I have extraordinary effort, which means I get both that effect and one other of my choosing. I choose to have an extra action.
Okay, then
So
give
I
me a
will
moment to roll everyone else's initiative.
So I will both
I
go
do not
first
know what
and
Mr.
have 2
Hobbs'
actions.
initiative is.
Yes, I'll be rolling that in just a moment.
He has good initiative from what I remember.
He has very good initiative.
Yeah, he's a freaking bunny. How is it we all ended up... Okay, fine. Everyone except Alan and Shiomi ended up, like, immediately with a friend.
That's just the luck of the draw.
Also, everyone but half the group is kind of a non-starter of a sentence.
Eh. Okay, let me rephrase that. Half...
Everyone but 3/4 of the group is a chick.
Yeah. I thought everyone, because I looked over here at Alan, and I thought guys was one, but I forgot to override this whole bunch of these.
I am fine with remaining fatigued for the moment.
Okie dokie. Now here's a question for you. Was anybody but Alan looking at your new database?
I would have, just because I'm the tech head. I have to, and I probably have the most to put in there. Let's be honest here.
You've
Most
spent the
of the-
past 2 days with a monkey wrench stuck up your nose and a soldering iron in the other hand.
Doesn't mean I don't have time to look up stuff. I don't have time to like detail everything, but you made me do that, so I had to spend time inputting my own stuff.
Chioma doesn't actually really slack with her day job part of it, so she probably would have been looking through things.
I probably spent most of my time entering, not reviewing.
I've been helping school kids.
So the person with the most information would be Chioma in this case. Technically followed by the Duke, if only because the Duke has a perfect memory.
Fixation.
Shush you. I took the advantage of everything. He does have perfect memory. Which is creepy.
On the other hand, I've got a good chance of knowing who these people are once I see them.
Yeah. I'm looking at Ghostlight's picture, and it shows her being shot by bullets that are passing through here, and my first thought is, well, guess what weapon I'm not fucking using?
Well,
Yes. So,
I've gotten some limited information about what the other rings in the set are, so whenever I see somebody using powers in line with that, I assume it's them coming for mine.
so the Duke sees Ghostlight, and you actually know this person because you've seen her in Mars's database, because he has been so kind as to keep track of all the new Stormers.
Oh, alrighty.
Hooray.
Let's see, where is the information on Ghostlight? She's an interesting one.
If she's just... Who's that X-Men hero? Black Cat or something? I want to phase through crap. It's just
Her only weakness, Ghostlight's only weakness,
Hold on.
is men shaped like yellow pucks.
I assume you're talking about Kitty Pryde, otherwise known as Nightcrawler or something. No, not Nightcrawler, Night Stalker or something. They call her something Night.
Shadowcat.
Shadowcat.
That is Shadowcat, yes. Shadowcat is what I was thinking of. She might be like, which would just be native annoying.
Yes, all that you tend to know about her is that her new powers, she wasn't exactly very active, and she wasn't a villain before this. She got powers from the Storm, but she was mostly terrified, didn't know what to do with them. Well, she's often attributed to being a spirit or ghost because of them.
Howdy, miss. Tip hat. Walk past.
She stares at you.
Don't mind
And,
me, just saving lives. You want to help? Come help.
No, you can't move past her. Stop what you're doing.
Alright.
Well, actually, I suppose you can, but it's to stop what you're doing.
Okay.
You notice she's acting very oddly. If you want anything more specific than that, you have to roll perception.
Okie dokie. Just going over what I have to throw at that. Yeah, just made a flat perception. Huh? Fair enough.
Yeah, you can't quite figure out what it is. She's moving very strangely, like jerking around.
Howdy, miss. Don't mean to trouble you. Just trying to save some lives. Help if you want.
Yes, it is your turn, so you can totally ignore her if you want.
And this is...
Crux,
Why
another
am I
person
going that
you know.
direction? I don't have a choice in this matter, because these are too small for me, but it's through the wall. There.
Yep, you look through the wall. Crux, another person you've seen in the database.
I'm just going clockwise, if you're wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That's why I didn't bother to see who was here. I'm just going clockwise.
It's a well-built young man with a mix of Eastern European and Asian features, and he's got a big tattoo of a cross on the left side of his face. He used to be a 2-bit thug for hire. And then he got the power to manifest blades of superheated plasma from the Storm.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna just assume he's not here for... Was he actively doing something before when I punched through the wall?
Both Ghostlight and him are actively searching through cabinets and stuff in these labs.
I'm going to assume you're not here for good business.
He does not respond to you.
Howdy. Y'all gonna surrender or are we gonna get rough?
He does not even look at you.
Huh. Alright, you have fun now. Crunch, crunch.
No, it's time. Ralph! Damn it.
I'm trying to find the most deliberate way to get to people. It would just be a straight line. I mean, I don't know about the bathrooms.
You can walk through it all, just be sure not to bring the building down.
Yeah.
You better start copy-pasting that rubble token here and there.
Yeah.
And I'd only have enough movement to go here and get through this wall.
Okay, definitely don't walk through the corners.
Aren't you walking in mecha mode?
Yes. I'm using my full turn just to do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out, like, is there anyone stuck in a hole or something? I can't see through walls.
The corners seem like the structural points you want to leave standing.
Happy?
Probably not.
So, that's the end of my turn, but I do get to see Chain before I end it.
Yes, Chain. She was basically a nobody before the storm hit.
Why is this place full of nobodies?
She's an attractive redhead. She's wearing low-slung leather pants and a tight red top. She, might be working at a bar or something before this. She has tattoos of chains all over her body.
Tattoos seem common amongst this group.
She, what you know of her from the database is that she can manifest those chains as psychic appendages.
Ain't that adorable?
She also possesses some regenerative abilities.
Howdy, miss. Sorry for the interruption. Is there anyone stuck any rubble in around here? What are you lot doing in here, anyway?
She continues to not look at you.
The hell is wrong with people?
And
I chime in on the horn to everyone else. Okay, I found like at least 3 metahumans in this place, and they're not responding to me at all, even after I go through the walls. So, be on guard. Prioritize the civilians. They're not, like, attacking or even really paying any attention to me, but they are looking for something.
The scientist you walked past does run out the hole you made.
You're welcome. That was my whole turn. I report what I found, which is 3 metahumans who, for reasons unknown to me, don't give a damn. They're not actively firing the lasers, so...
Mr. Hops will delay his turn to after Heartbreakers.
Sort of has to, yeah.
Giome.
Okay, so crash, 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 crash.
Boom, crash, crash, boom. Hey guys, I found some metahumans.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're not being attacky though, so I don't know what's going on.
As a reminder, every floor of this building is probably 8 to 12 inches deep in water, so...
Mm-hmm.
Sploosh, sploosh, crash, sploosh, sploosh. God, I'm making an obscene amount of noise.
I really hope they went paperless.
You can't tell the stormers have thrown around things, and they've obviously made the destruction to the building just in what they're searching for.
Hey, they're pretty intense on that, but since they're not actively trying to hit me, I have no reason to actively try and hit them. Like I said,
if people were
first.
robbing a store but they didn't hit you, you just let them do it.
No, I'd arrest them. Or, not really arrest
That's
them.
what they're doing.
Well, the thing is, it's not really...
They have
The guy
blown up
who's
a building and hurt
Well, I don't know if
and or
they've done
killed countless
All I've
people.
seen these guys do is stand there and shuffle through, like, papers. I can assume they might have done the damages, but I know at least one person is firing, like, fireballs, and another person is firing, like, water bolts. Those two are people I need to sit on. This lot who are just kind of standing there, blankly shuffling through papers, I kind of feel bad just sucker punching them, okay?
Giome, it's your turn.
I guess we're gonna sucker punch one.
Can't hear it, Dick.
Damn it, Ralph, make with the grabby hands.
But they could... I'll use my whole
Ralph,
turn
do
to
the
find
right
them,
thing
so-
and punch that attractive 20-something redhead in the face.
Yes, yeah, I'm the hero here. I like to give people at least the semi-benefit of the doubt, plus my perception was crap, so I didn't think anything was wrong, per se.
It continues to be Giome's turn.
Right. So
You do know where they are, because you saw the hole. Just follow the holes.
You see Crux.
You. Stop.
You also notice something is off. Please roll me a perception.
Hey, someone who actually succeeded those.
You mean awareness, right?
No,
If you
I
have
mean
no
perception.
ranks in perception skill.
Oh, right. It's actually a skill here. There. I do have ranks. Good.
Yeah, he's talking skill, not the ability, of course.
Roll crappy. No.
That was enough. Yes, you can notice that Crux's eyes are glossed over with a silvery film.
No, that's just not right.
And now I can mention this for Heartbreaker's benefit, because it would have been mentioned as soon as we got to his turn anyway. You detect no emotions from these people.
Emotionless cyborgs?
More likely mind control, whether technological or psychic.
You've been running into a lot of that.
Yeah, okay.
Can we use some of that?
Any emotions in my 60-foot sphere?
You could detect those of the scientists, but you're not getting anything from Washout.
Okay, so I've moved 55. Time to start searching.
You're just going to leave Crux to his own searching?
For the moment, I'm curious to see if there's someone here actually in control of their faculties.
That would be a priority. Yeah.
How
Alright,
does
so where are
this
you going?
stairs work?
Yeah, is anyone else confused by the fact that the stores up on the first floor seem to just end on a wall at the second floor?
Yeah, I think that was just a printing error.
Hmm.
Yeah, just go
Okay,
ahead
so
and
that's like
pop up through there.
5. Yoink. See nothing in this room.
Scientists do run past you because those stairs used to be blocked by fire.
Good on you,
Choosing
by the way, Alan.
which
There's-
door to go to. Unfortunately, check the bathroom first.
No one is in the bathroom.
Well, it makes sense to check those, because...
Yeah,
people
I'm just
hiding.
choosing which door she went to at random, basically.
I mean, technically, he's doing it.
Alright.
You see Tenfold. He is also searching, mostly throwing over desks. You notice that there is one missing, and there's a hole in the ceiling.
Ah.
Tenfold. What do you know about Tenfold?
I mean, this looks like a raid, but they're not acting like raiders. They're acting like zombies.
Well, Tenfold used to be a rather average-looking parking lot attendant. And now, as a direct quote from the information about him, he is a dark-skinned, smoldering-eyed Adonis.
I found Mars's crutch.
Is the superpower being really handsome?
No, his superpower is having 10 times the physical attributes of any normal person.
Explains the handsome.
Which means, tenfold.
I'll just spend some time in here.
While you're there, actually, you notice one of the scientists runs up to where he's searching a desk and frantically waves his arms, yelling, "Stop it! Stop it!" And Tenfold promptly punches him in the face, sending him flying through the doorway.
And hits another scientist who both go here and then land on top of Alan. Because that's the comedy of errors we're like.
I'm not gonna really wait on this one then.
Well, that one obviously punched a man, kick his ass.
First thing, I need, words. There we go. I need an assessment, because this guy
okey-dokey.
looks like a physical specimen. In more ways than one.
Alright, let's get your assessment. Go.
Chiome's descriptions may be biased over voice comms.
Oh my god, his abs.
I can see them through his armored shirt.
I thought my arms were chiseled.
Okay. You can tell his dodge and parry are the same. They're both 22. You rolled well enough to know the exact on that. But they are the same as yours.
Okay.
You know that his fortitude is actually the same as yours as well. His toughness is the same as yours.
Okay, what the fuck?
His will is higher than yours.
Well, that's just the alcohol.
What is your attack roll?
That actually tells me immediately he's higher power level than me.
What is your attack roll?
For base melee, plus 14.
He has the same attack roll as you.
Motherfucker!
What is your the default damage?
Default is rank 6.
He has lower damage than you.
Okay, that's at least one relief.
You rolled a 20 on your insight, by the way.
Good. Engaging upstairs. Hurting
Engaging
civilians.
the super hunk.
If he's tough, bring him downstairs. I can't go up without risking structural integrity, like more than I already have.
When I can break him through the floor, I'll let you know.
Yeah, you do that. Just cut a hole. Have a hole in it.
Is there a hole going down to the first floor? I don't think there was going down to first.
No, you have swords.
No, there's a hole going up.
Down.
It takes a lot of work to cut a hole in the floor.
I'm sorry, do you not have hypermetal swords and arms?
How about you let Chiome beat up the hunk?
Yeah.
No, he's mine.
I suppose it wasn't exactly how I wanted to tango with a guy like this, but...
He continues to be searching the desk, and he will be doing so up until you actually do something to him.
That actually could work.
Until I know more, I am actually not going to boost my attack.
Well, you know exactly how hard it's going to be to hit it, so...
Yeah,
Well, you rely pretty heavily on multi-strike, and his toughness is the same as yours, right?
That is what was determined.
Yeah, if you just go all out to just hit him as thoroughly as possible, if you get that multi-strike in, you'll be doing a high enough rank damage that would kick your ass, or kick his ass.
You gotta remember here something, though. He is as accurate as I am.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that means he's gonna hit you regardless.
He's as accurate as your default is.
That's true as my default. My non-default's quite a bit higher. Screw it. I'm in this fighting style.
Your usual thing is hit really hard, then just get away to where he can't punch you again. Just bye. Dude, fuck you. Deal.
Alright, let's test this out. We're going for an affliction to start on him.
You have hit. You can add 2 to your DC.
Alright, affliction DC of 8.
That is rolled against parry.
Yeah. So that's, an 18 against parry?
Yes.
Parry against 18. Yep.
What is your first degree of failure?
Vulnerable.
You do manage to slice at his legs, and he is a bit too busy with his searching to stop you. However, he does now turn towards you.
Yeah, this is going to be the downside to this.
Now leave. You move by action, leave. Be gone.
The question is how to leave without... how bad is this rubble over here?
That's where the hole in the ceiling is, so it's a lot of stuff falling down from there, but you can go over it.
Or you just leave out through the hole.
If you like.
See whether or not he can follow you, or bothers to.
You know, that's actually not a bad idea.
Because not everyone can easily just meet that. Duke can't. It'd let you determine
Sure.
what movement skill he has, if any.
To complicate things, let's just do that.
Sure.
Hey, it's
you
a fucking
leap up through
superhero
the
fight.
hole in the roof.
Doing multi-tiered paddling. It's awesome.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Heartbreaker. You see Washout. You don't know his powers. Besides, that this is where the water spout came from. What you
Is
can't
he wearing
see
a ring?
is a wiry-looking kid with longish, dirty blonde hair. He's wearing, like, thrift store clothing.
But is he wearing a ring?
He's not.
Damn. I was hoping you'd have, like, just a mundane ring and then Heartbreaker would go nuts on him.
Just a sec. That story is about 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Just a sec. Okay. So yeah, does he also have the glazed over look like everybody else did?
Roll a perception.
I'll have to look up what mine is.
It's a skill, so...
Looks like you have a +6.
And
You
assessment?
can't tell from where you are. And you're using an assessment?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
What kind of roll is that again?
You don't roll it.
He does secretly.
You are not allowed to know what your result is on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. His dodge is lower than yours, his parry is lower than yours, his fortitude is lower than yours, his toughness is higher than yours, his will is higher than yours. Do you have a default attack?
Everyone does. So the unarmed attack is just strength plus lack of
Actually,
skill.
hold on.
So
It definitely doesn't matter. His default attack is higher than yours, and his damage is much higher than yours.
And by the way, your default attack roll is not off of strength, it's off of fighting for hitting.
Oh yeah, fighting. Sorry, I'm getting confusing this thing. Strength is damage, fighting is protection. Sorry.
Okay. So, yeah. Hey, people who have run into metahumans. Anything I should know about what's going on now?
Yes, you do have some instant communication going on.
They're acting weird? Well, give me that one. Apparently, according to Shelme, they're... What was it again?
They have, their eyes are covered with silver film.
Yeah, I was asking her for in character.
Yeah, I know, but I'm making sure you remember it.
Yeah, I do.
They look off. Something's wrong with them. I don't think they're acting on their own.
Mental domination, maybe?
Okay, I'm going to...
Oh, yes, and Washout is very obviously an aquakinetic.
Yeah, so I'm going to, in that case, have Mr. Hops teleport me to the middle of this room, down on the first floor.
Sorry, point at it again. Okie dokie. Anything else? That's a move
I,
action to
I
order
will
him.
be, yeah, I will be delaying my standard action until he's done that.
Bam.
Okay, I'm going to attempt my power stunt then.
Okay.
So I'll decide whether I'm using my one power point or not. I'm going to do an area nullify.
Okay.
Heart cleanse or whatever the fuck.
Yep. I can do a 60-foot radius and height cylinder, so I can fill everything in a 60-foot cylinder around me.
That would be good enough to hit the whole building.
6-foot radius, you said?
So,
Yeah.
Alright.
That's actually only the like the middle third of the building.
Yeah, I was like, he'll get the whole building, but not all the way up the building.
No, he'll get all the way up the building.
Really? Yeah, it's not as tall as I thought.
It's a 4-story building. A story is 10 feet.
Fair enough.
The problem is the building's 200 feet end to end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
On
alright,
the-
nullify.
I'm gonna get the middle 2/3 of the building, the middle third of the building. So
I see.
it does seem to be where people are clustered is the good thing.
What rank of nullify is it now?
That's a rank 10 nullify that hits all of them, nullifying any mental influencing effects.
Okay. Make an opposed check of your nullify rank of the targeted effects ranks or the target's will defense, whichever is higher. Okay.
And the target there being the controlling entity or the controlled?
The controlled. If you're targeting the subject of an effect rather than the effect's user, make an opposed check of nullify versus the effect rank.
Versus the effect rank, so it's not anything that actually has to do with the controlled.
Right.
It's the rank of the effect that's controlling them.
Yep.
Yeah, so I got about a 50-50 chance of getting everybody gone.
Yes, do you hit everyone with that?
Well, I'm making my roll.
Make 6 different rolls. And you won't hit everyone, it looks like. You won't hit Crux.
Doesn't look like you did Kid Singularity either.
Yes, you'll hit everyone but Crux and Kid Singularity.
Well, 2 of them.
Ouch.
And now I have some rolls to make.
1, a 2, a 3, a 5. Ouch.
What's fatigue actually do in this game?
You're just hindered. So half movement speed.
Oh, that doesn't affect me at all. I'll just still have the fatigue then.
Yeah, it's not a huge downside. I think we're supposed to be using this kind of stuff more often.
It's the next degree of exhausted that really starts hurting.
Yeah. It's only truly bad on fatigue on someone like Chilmy, who is kind of heavily about getting away from people, especially if they're like
even then,
anywhere
only
near as
kind of.
fast as her. Oh yeah, but
I still move 450 with fatigue.
I know. I'm just saying, only kinda with her, and only when she's fighting other speedsters. It's like the one scenario.
So unfortunately, your nullify is going to do nothing. What you can't tell because of it, though, is that this controlling effect, because it is a controlling effect, is a technological effect.
Oh, hello.
I will communicate that to the Duke.
Nice. I got this. Cause I can do a thing. It's gonna look... When my turn comes up, you'll see.
Alan! Come on, Jack.
Let's see here.
Yeah, Mr. Hops would delay his turn until after me so I can order him next turn. Keep going in that loop.
That's his. That has become his general standing orders. Nope, I get all 15 feet of my movement speed. And I'm just going to spend it twice, canvassing the building. Headed.
Because that's stairs straight up all the way.
Yep. So I'm going to start looking around, trying to peek into rooms as I can, but at the moment I haven't seen any actual threats. I just hear a lot of chatter about it, and other than Chiome, who also went in the front, I've no idea where any of them are. So,
Ghostlight has had the Duke come tromping by, and that is reason enough for her to stop right now, especially with Tenfold having been attacked. Ah, yes, there we are. Nobody can see her at the moment, but Ghostlight will start just floating through walls, and she will run into Heartbreaker because of that. Or
She's doing what I'm doing.
Yes, without any of the property damage.
That isn't normal.
She just hovers in the air and looks down at Heartbreaker.
Hey there.
And then she stares at him a bit harder. Please make me a will save.
Rank's 11. Okay.
Alright. You can see that as she looks at you, some shadows creep in on the edge of your vision, but you shake your head and they dissipate quickly. She just kind of frowns, but continues to float there and act strangely.
Hey, that's my thing.
Washout will also be moving because, well, things have happened. He'll be leaving some of the others to keep searching.
back in just a second.
Okay.
Yo,
So Washout will,
just a second.
Actually, does he have any movement abilities? Excuse me just a moment. Sorry about that.
Q.
Right, Washout will look out at the sudden water on the ground,
Damn it.
grin very happily, and surround himself with it, and promptly swim around incredibly easily, and head down the stairs. He can't see Alan yet, and that's where he's going to end his turn. Crux is going to keep searching. Kid Singularity is going to keep searching. And Chain has the Duke next to her.
Howdy.
Now that Tenfold's been attacked, and she knows it somehow, she's going to get away from the Duke, actually.
Fair enough. That is a perfectly natural response.
So she will have chains suddenly shoot out from her shoulders, step outside of the room, where they will reach up and tear a hole in the ceiling that she pulls herself up through.
Fair enough.
Got it. Doc Ock imitator here.
Bye-bye.
Hey, no, I don't want more people up here.
So as a note for Alan, Washout has moved to the landing of the stairs, but neither of them can see the other yet.
Okay.
Duke.
I have been denied my prize. Hey, Heartbreaker, have you seen... Oh. Alright. And I handled that problem. I'm going to assume this is just going to fail, but Duke is going to do what Duke does. We're going to try and grab her. Or I'm going to try to punch her and thereby grab her.
Hold your punch so you don't get Heartbreaker.
Your fist goes through her.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all in any way, shape, or form. Huh. What am I supposed to do about that? Oh wait, my fist is in her. Okay, I can do this. Hey. What you doing? And I'm not talking to her. I am talking to her machines. Or specifically the technology in her that's controlling her. What you doing?
See, you can talk to machines, yes?
Yeah, like literally as if they were people kind of thing. Through they, as machines, they tend to just tell you what they do.
Do they have to talk back?
Sorta. And it's not well explained. It's a superpower.
Here's something that'll help. Here's something that'll help you out. Let's assume that talking to the machines is like a phone line.
Fair enough.
The line's busy.
So they're receiving continual orders. Hold on. Making inquiries and understanding replies. Yeah, so in order for me to talk to them, they have to be able to talk, I guess. So if the line is busy, then okay, fair enough. Okay, so whatever it is, these things know I have to either take them out or knock whoever. It's busy. Line is busy, must make unbusy line. Must knock out idiot. Oh yeah, it's my turn though. Move over, take a swing.
Do what I did with a power stunt if you have a power with enough points for it.
Well, I'll try and nullify.
Yeah.
Well, they don't really have. What?
If you have a power with enough points that you can do that.
Not any that makes sense. Most of my stuff is defensive. I'm the party, cluster around me, I'll defend you guy.
Well, power stunts, it just batters if you have
you guys keep going. I'm reading up on something while you do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading up on something out of character, because it's something that Alan could figure out in character. He has more...
Science!
That's still the Duke's turn, unless he wants to spend extra effort.
No, my turn is done. Yeah, I know. My character would not know that a person called Ghostlight is probably going to be, immune to punching, so I had to do it.
So, Tenfold will look down at his sliced legs, go wave at Chain, chase Giome, and go back to searching.
Go get her.
Giome!
Leap down, continue assault, go back.
Stop telling my turn for me.
I'll remind you that there are two people
I'm just guessing.
I'll remind you that there are two people who have had uninterrupted time searching for whatever it is they're searching for.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, he doesn't even know where they are. So...
I'm not going to deal with one of them in my turn, but that's what
Yes, you know where Crux is, but nobody's run into Kid Singularity yet.
Exactly, so I'm going to go deal with Crux. We can't do anything about Kid until we find him. So.
And Tenfold's been hitting people.
Yep. So screw him.
Look, I'm sorry about this, but...
I mean, you're hot.
Maybe we can talk later. Same thing.
Okie dokie.
So now he's vulnerable. So.
Yes, I need to check what exactly active defenses applies to.
I think I just lower them.
No, I mean... Nah.
Not the roll, but the base. I think. Actually, now I'm confused.
I'm trying to tell which ones are active defenses and which ones aren't.
Oh, one's
Okay,
roll.
active defenses are dodge and parry.
Yep.
Which is actually very good for you.
Yeah, that's what her thing is. She's good
Okay,
at her
so
job, my god.
add 5 to your DC.
So it's a DC 11.
Mm-hmm.
So parry against 21.
Which has been lowered next to the vulnerable.
Yes, I'm trying to tell just how much that is.
Half the
Okay.
bonus from 10.
Yes, that was those. Just as this is math in my head.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, what is your third degree of failure? He rolled a 1.
Face on the floor.
He's incapacitated.
Ouch. Alright, he's busy searching through a desk, and you jump up and hit him twice on the head with the butts of your swords, and he falls over.
Larf.
Clonk. So what? Down from one hot person to another hot person, same room.
See,
Sure,
but now the
if you have an
dominatrix
action.
comes in. You might want to get moving, girl, because that dominatrix probably isn't happy at you.
The question's what Ralph's watching in his free time.
She's covered in chains. You tell me what you think of.
A biker
That
gang?
chain I'd like her to manipulate.
God damn it.
Leading through the hole again.
It's worked before.
Yeah, it has. Like,
I'm
it's
going
more
to go
distance
hide
though,
in
'cause
my office.
You're probably aware that you heard Ralph go, God damn it, get back down here. So she probably crawled up through the hole.
Well, she still has to catch me afterward.
True. That's why I said get some distance from the hole.
Heartbreaker.
I can't do anything against Ghost. You're on your own with that one. Fucking ghost.
Two can play at that game, lady. Change of heart.
Great. Now the Ghost and the Heartman are just in a corner staring at each other.
I assume you're going to have Mr. Hops assist you on this.
As we're having staring contest.
Yeah. That's his go-to, have Hops assist.
It's a rank 10 effect.
If you're having Hops assist, it becomes rank 12, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm deciding whether I want to make it rank 12 or have a second chance with him going a second time.
When he's
Up
done
to
it
you.
on his own, he's actually done really good. Mostly through luck, but, you know.
I think getting 2 chances at it is probably better than getting a +2 to it.
There's a good chance, though, that her will save will be really high, so...
Yeah, but
Yeah,
2
so
chances are better than a 10% bonus to the chance.
Yes. Alright. So, Heartbreaker, you stare at Ghostlight, and she stares back with that silvery film over her eyes. You can plainly see now. And nothing seems to happen. You gain no purchase on her mind. Mr. Hops takes his turn, staring at her, trying to entrance her with the cute bunny act. And she continues to not even look at the bunny.
Wow, your superpowers are so impressive. Just, it's a light show of wonder.
Yeah.
If you have a move action, now would be the time.
You could try
Yeah.
rolling a...
I'm gonna hop to the roof. I'm useless in this battle.
Fuck it, boing.
How do you plan on doing that?
Mr. Hops will use his move action for it.
Yeah, you can do that, because he's not used a ready to action. He just used his turn, so... Yeah. 'Cause when you
I
use a
assume
ready
you use
action...
your move action to command it.
Yeah, very much. Because when Mr. Hops actually takes his turn, he has a move in the standard, so yeah, they can just move.
Yeah, when I failed to make purchase on her mind, I would have told him to try it and get us out of here if it doesn't work.
Okie dokie, you are now on the roof. Alan.
That is out of there.
Talk to me, people. I've heard you engaging. What are you engaging? What's
I
up?
punched a ghost and it did nothing, then Heartbreaker poofed out of its way.
Lay off the sauce. Anyone.
Super Hunk is down.
Super Hunk is down, everyone.
Wonderful.
Those things
Heartbreaker,
don't-
anything useful to add to the conversation?
They have some sort of technology that's making them immune to my effects completely.
When I try to communicate with it, it's phone line busy, let's call it. As long as they're actively being controlled, I can't talk to it.
What, some sort of machines controlling them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Some technology.
The machines controlling them need to be nullified before I can do anything to them. So I'm on the roof.
Which means they need to be nullified before I can talk to them also, so you know.
Alright.
I'll summon
There's-
Eaglet to come bash them in a minute.
Someone
No,
handle
no,
the
no.
ghost lady, because I can't touch that.
This place says it's a... This place is a research lab. It probably has its own transformer box, right?
Yeah.
Heartbreaker, hop me out to that as soon as you can.
To, what?
To the transformer box, to the electrical panel at the of the building.
Do you know where that would be?
I didn't see it on my way in.
It'd be in the
Mr.
rear
Hobbs needs to
section.
know where it is to
Currently
jump
on.
you there.
It'd be in the rear section, previously on fire, now doused with water. It probably isn't working.
Ian, would Skullhat have seen it on his way in?
No.
Oh, okay, it wasn't in the rear? Weird. So he is guessing. He did douse the
Hobbs
place
needs to
in
know where
fire.
it is to hop you there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, ask the scientists outside. Okay. For the moment, though, I'm going to continue with my
do you need a-
search.
Breaker for, real quick.
I don't need a breaker. I need the transformers.
Why?
You can
Because
set
the
off
only way
an
to solve
EMP.
this is Autobots.
If you
Yeah.
want to set up an EMP, you can just use me as the breaker.
It's not a breaker I need, it's a coil.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can't do that.
And I need the whole building's wiring for that.
And what are you doing now?
For the moment, though, I'm going to trudge up these stairs and continue looking for people in need of assistance.
Of course.
You fail. Throw your 15
As
foot
you
movement.
trudge up the stairs, you can see Washout on this landing above, who is a wiry blonde man covered in a big globe of water, swimming through it happily.
That was a mistake. Turns the water into rock. It's just tap. Okay, I've won.
If you can't do that, that would screw him over pretty bad.
It's water, and he'd be unaffected. He wouldn't be like stoned. He'd just be encased in a stone thing. He'd
Well,
put air holes in
usually
it.
he can't change matter forms.
Yeah, you can't go liquid.
Oh,
solid.
right, he can't do that. Shame.
I say Jello is a liquid. Let's do this.
And of course,
You
Alan
are
might
now
have
Jello.
other thoughts on his mind.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
hey kid, little busy right now. You just stay put, will ya?
Oh, and for the record, you do know Washout. You've seen him in the records.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't been the nicest person ever. Even before he got the Silver Storm powers. He has a bit of a reputation for drowning people.
Yep.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Alan, I'm gonna take one look at him. Hey kid, don't have time to deal with you right now, and try and bubble him.
You have
And the
bubbled him.
airbox.
He has a crap dodge roll.
Okay.
We did actually establish that his parry and dodge were shite.
Gotcha.
So what his toughness is like 1 billion.
Well, we said his toughness and will were higher than yours, and that's about all we
Well,
got.
higher
so.
than Heartbreakers. I didn't do
Yeah,
an
that's right,
assessment.
Heartbreaker. Which would mean he has a really high will, because I know Heartbreaker's will is pretty solid. Not sure about the toughness. We're going to assume the toughness is high, though.
I'd assume because if their parry and dodge is that low,
You generally go for toughness, yes.
Or, he could just roll shit.
He could
Yep.
just roll shite.
Either
Because
way,
backwards.
I'm going to make I'm going to form a nice bubble that draws to a point near me, so I can use minimal amount of material, and just seal him in there. Quick back of the back of the cereal box calculation says that I've still got enough ranks in it that can be toughness 20.
Okay.
If he doesn't have a strength 11 attack, he's boned.
Yeah, because it's a vulnerable toughness 20, right?
Yep.
Is that your turn?
Basically, he's
It
making
is.
a wall of Duke.
Ghostlight will not look back at the Duke, but will instead go to where she knows Alan is.
Ooh.
Alan, there is a ghostly woman floating behind you.
Oh, shit.
I tried to tell you.
As you turn to notice her, she stares at you. Please make me a will save.
Oh god, the spook.
Well done.
Fuck that noise. I ain't scared of you.
Yeah, she gives you a particularly evil glare, but it's really nothing compared to what you've already seen. So she just floats there and looks at you.
Menacingly.
Gonna need a whole lot more teeth to intimidate me, woman.
Washout.
In a box.
This is where I'll remind you that his powers are not limited to what he can touch.
Yes.
Strangles you with water.
That is exactly what he's going to try to do.
Ah, alright, cool. Called it.
Or more specifically, all of the water around Alan is going to raise up and attempt to go into his mouth. And down his nose, and
That's
his
what
ears, and everywhere.
Drowning you.
Yes.
The old-fashioned style.
Hey, what defenses do I have against this?
Well, he has to make a ranged attack roll first.
Hey.
So he's gotta, like, sploop shoot.
Okay, after watching archery and you keep using that word.
And it does not mean what you think it means.
You have been very lucky today. You know why?
Because he fell exactly one below.
You rolled a 20 there, and he rolled a 1 now.
Ah.
Alan is blessed by the luck gods.
So Alan manages to dive out of the way, his keenly honed instincts in regards to this sort of thing, letting him know exactly when water is about to leak down on him.
Mm-hmm.
And it splashes to the side and through Ghostlight. Washout
Immediately short circuits. Damn it.
No.
Damn it.
Washout makes no indication that he is at all aggravated by this, or anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
Crux will continue searching.
Dumb question, Alan. That box you put him in, is it like a orb or like an actual box, or is it like, does it go below him, above him, like, the dimensions of your box?
It is, in fact, conveniently enough, because that's the shape with minimal surface area that does what I wanted it to, it is a water drop that completely surrounds him in all 3 dimensions.
Okay, I was just curious. Thank you.
Kid Singularity. We'll stop searching.
And come through the wall and say hi to Alan.
No, he will go over to the hole that Chiome made and went through. Or actually, it just went through.
I think he found what he was looking for.
Now they realize they need a whole team for this.
And he will look up. And Chiome can see him through the hole, so,
Yay.
it's a young, thin, he looks sickly as a teenager.
Why are they always fucking teenagers? The
I
fuck?
assume he's not like balding like the picture makes it kind of look.
I think that's just shiny hair.
Oh no, it's
Yeah, it's
just
just shiny
zoom
hair.
in a lot more. Okay.
Yes, he actually does have hair.
Long, unkempt hair.
Looks like he was bald up top with a long hair underneath.
This
Well,
power
this is-
set he has is going to sound very familiar to you because he
Yeah.
can create localized singularity.
Yeah, god damn it.
I
Throw
know,
my own
it's
character
funny.
at me, you asshole.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
Great.
Hey, to be
Well,
fair,
okay,
there's
you see
there's
his
a,
hands
there's
lasering something. He's gonna laser you no matter what.
Well,
Doesn't
my
matter.
defenses are at -5 right now.
Well, that's a problem, isn't it?
-5 or -5?
Sorry.
-5 from normal,
Minus
not
5
action.
from normal.
That's
Okay.
Duke who's at
Yeah,
-5.
Yeah, I'm not auto hit.
I'm just checking something right now. Okay. I need to check how exactly this modifier works.
Rocks rise up from the floor, everybody dies. No, wait.
This isn't D&D.
Yes, he waves his hands, and this basically just appears in the space above the hole.
Fantastic.
Now this is... Yes, this is an area effect. So you have bonuses against that, don't you?
It'll negate my defense negatives.
Okay, well, roll me your dodge. Well done.
Yeah, I'll just roll a 20. How about that?
Yeah, fuck your powers.
Yes, now roll me a toughness.
Yeah.
Another 20.
Don't say that.
What are you saying?
Well, okay.
What happened? Huh? I'm your
Jesus.
god
Well,
now.
this is your fault. I'm intimately familiar with gravity powers, so...
Yeah, there you go.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I guess you're having your own goddamn powers throwing. Not Chiome's, but... If you couldn't tell, they've played a gravity manipulator before.
Yeah.
That's adorable how you think gravity affects me, Leaf.
Yes, let's make sure that you aren't actually still affected by this, though. No, you aren't. You are going to have to fucking dodge roll out of the way, though. So, you see a floating hole appear.
Well, she got to have it, and then got a 28 total. Even Duke can't do that hard.
You see a floating hole appear, and things start hovering and going towards it. And Chiome knows very well to immediately dive roll out of the door.
Fuck that.
When you look back, well,
It's crunched
there's no
little...
walls anymore.
However, there is a floating malt ball-sized crunched thing. We're gonna run out of building at this rate. Please tell me the scientists are leaving en masse.
And it hovers there for a minute before finally vanishing. There's a really big hole down to the second floor now. It kind of just ate the entirety of that area.
You want to leap down and kick his ass? Or you want me to leap up and kick his ass?
Yes, thank you for that. Chain. We'll search. And that is her turn because she is searching.
You may or may not hear "holy fuck" over the voice call.
Alan, trade you. You handle the ghost, I get the water boy. Unless you think you can take both.
What do you think I can do against the incorporeal bint?
Put it in a box. Wait, incorporeal. Fuck. I'm thinking on this one.
Put it in a box?
Yeah, I really got nothing. I don't know what any of us can do against her.
Open the box.
I can't stop her. You can't stop her. Shit, we're just gonna deal
Put
with
her in
that.
a ghost box?
Well, you have fun then, Alan. I'm gonna go punch this person. Howdy.
Going to interrupt Crux, are you?
Yeah, howdy, Crux. Stand down, if you please. Ow.
He continues to ignore you and keep searching.
I'll ignore that. Yeah, we're just gonna get 20s all the time now, just always,
Apparently,
all of our
yeah. What
rolls.
the hell is going on here?
I've hit him. That's a critical. I think he's done.
That is a critical. What does that make your total DC?
Should be rank 18. Because that adds 5.
Okay.
Then you add another 15, I think, so really fucking high.
No, just 5 for the crit.
No, 5 for the crit.
For
so
the
that's-
effect total, you mean?
Yeah, effect total.
Oh,
though, you
yes,
said
the
15.
DC is calculated by 15 plus that, yes.
Yeah, so it's going to be really scary high. So have fun with your toughness roll.
Oh boy. Alright, you punch Crux in the face, and Crux goes through the wall.
I think he's been handled.
Yeah, he's outside now.
And his face goes through a different wall.
He might actually, there's nothing there to stop him. He might keep going.
Yeah, he is going to keep going, but he is incapacitated.
Gotcha.
Because,
he's down.
4 degrees, turn 0.
So you just punch some guy. It's just a guy.
Through a wall, into some rubble somewhere, and I'm like, okay, he's down.
Tenfold is out.
Wasn't that basically where the... Oh, no, you put him over there. Never mind.
No.
Xiaomei.
It would have been funny
Bombard,
if
is that you?
bloody stuff and then it explodes on him, yes. But
Alright, so I can see Kid Singularity from here, right?
Yes.
he saw you.
Yeah. I need an assessment on him. Bad.
Okie
Take his
dokie.
arms off.
Alright.
When Duke gets crits, my god.
Yeah. His dodge and parry are lower than yours. His fortitude is lower than yours. His toughness is lower than yours. His will is higher than yours. His attack roll is lower than yours. His damage is higher than yours.
Sounds like
And
a
you get
blast.
2 exacts. You know that his dodge and parry are the same, and both are 20.
Probably higher power level relies on, like, all-out attack to hit people. That's what I'm thinking. Because he sounds like a heavy blaster kind of character.
Okay.
So if I had to guess his, just guessing here, based on his low chance to hit, and the fact that we don't know whether or not he came close to succeeding. He got 20. But I'd have to guess his defenses are lower right now, because he probably used all-out attack if I had to guess, because that's like the one thing almost everyone uses. Because it's really useful. So I don't think he used power attack. That just doesn't make sense on you.
Regardless, she's not going to actually jump down. You can take the stairs
That's
and then come and hit him.
just like, she'll jump down any moment now. Pow! What the?
Pretty much. Come from a different angle. No real effect, but screw it.
That makes sense to me. If he had any kind of reactive power based on, like, vision, you got around it. Oh,
So,
someone's on
just
fire.
attacking?
No, the same affliction.
Okay. Add 5.
Okay, so it's the same DC 11 versus parry. Sorry, DC 21. The DC is with the plus 10. Effect rank 11, DC 21.
There we go.
You try to slice at his legs, but, well, you're moving your arms to the right, and suddenly your swords are going up.
Oh, gravity field. Lovely.
You eventually come down on the other side of his body, having gone all around him.
He's like a little planet. Isn't that adorable? Keep going. Bye.
I have no idea what just happened, basically.
You knew you swung at him and all of a sudden your whole body just like lurched around him, so you could assume like a force field or something, I guess.
Either that or he's from the Spacing Guild and he just folded space around him.
There's that too. Or you manipulated time. That's also a possibility. I mean, we've already run into one-time guy. What's another one? Yeah, okay, leave. Yeah, I think you can leap down there if there's no,
Well, I don't have any reason to do so.
Yeah, I'm just saying you
Is that
can do like
your
a
turn?
lot of this.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Heartbreaker.
Okay, move action. Hey, Mr. Hops, go get Alan and bring him back here. I will hold my standard until he gets back.
Mr. Hops will go bamf. Alan,
Bam.
there's suddenly a bunny on your head.
What
It's
the?
adorable.
And then you are suddenly not where you were a second ago.
So, where do you think that transformer is?
I don't know. Ask that lot standing out on the street like lost ducks.
Hey,
They're mostly
it's
just
Scientist
staring.
34. Where's the building's transformer?
You say from the roof.
He says with his mind.
Oh,
I
right,
can
you
talk to
do that.
anybody on the planet.
Alright.
The third floor?
Thank you.
I mean, the floor with most of it gone.
Do you know around where on the third floor?
Like, in the room next to the elevator.
Okay, then.
That's an open awning to the floor below.
Yep.
Okay. So where would it... that room?
That would be the room next to the elevator. For some reason means that one. So I'm sure he means there, but
Okay.
Of course, Mr. Hops has already taken his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm just seeing what I can do with my standard then. I could summon something else, but what's the point?
you make sure Crux is still alive.
He's face down in a pile of rubble at the moment.
His legs bent at odd angles, his arms in like strange poses. Drooling.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my standard to just shuffle over here. So now Crux is in my 60-foot sphere, so I'll see if so I can tell if he's alive.
You continue to not sense any emotions from him.
Well, that's
It's nice to know he
either
won't
he's
hold a
better the
grudge.
technology is working when you're, or the technology still works when you're unconscious.
That's annoying. I don't want to have to use surgery on these guys to get it out, but I will. And I can
I'll
perform
use-
surgery.
I think I still have 30 feet of movement, so I'll use the rest of my movement to move back.
Yeah.
And then I'll end my turn. We're
Alan.
going to the third floor, Alan.
You're on the roof now.
Perfect. I am going to take out a packet of raw material. And I am going
Oh, yeah,
to...
there is a hole here.
Okay. While I'm waiting for Mr. Hops to get ready to transport me back, I am going to... Let's see here. It's reasonable assumption it's just going to be a big-ass transformer and breaker box in there. And
Also with Star Wars stickers, yeah.
No. And I am going to transmute this raw material into a couple chunks in order to make the anode and diode that I need.
Okay.
Basically, I just need a forearm-sized chunk of copper and one of zinc. Considering the high simplicity of these materials, will you...
Yeah, that's not exactly difficult.
Okay.
I'm incredibly amused by Alan's plan of clear whole building gets shot.
Well, I'm going to have to do another transmute when I get there and then close the circuit, but yes.
It's just everyone. And the best news is both Xiaomi and Duke are just like, hey, what was that? They don't care. Middle legs.
Depends on what he's doing exactly.
My current turn is done.
He's conducting the water in the area because it's like a, what was it, 12-inch or something? Like pool
There's a
on
few
every
feet of
floor.
water.
Yeah, and basically he's going to conduct all of that and basically have a giant taser go out the entire building.
Nope.
Ghost light will float up through the
Really?
staircase and see Chiome.
He's going to create an EMP to knock out all technology in the area.
Oh, okay, that's probably smarter.
Chiome, you are being stared at by a ghost.
Ooh.
Please make me a will save.
I don't want to. Ghosts are scary.
Please eat the
Spooky
power
fairy.
pellet.
You are fine. She stares at you with her silver-colored eyes, and you just get stared at.
I will stare back.
You know, her entire contribution to this fight has been stare spookily at us, and all of us have just been like, okay.
Washout
Free of his bubble.
is not in his bubble anymore.
Already
Already.
erased.
So
Lost his
because he
target,
can
though.
hear Ghostlight doing something somehow, we'll come spiraling up the stairs to see Chiome. And which of his many things he can do will he do?
You could stare at me.
Yeah, so it's all sitting in a corner staring at each other.
Actually, he'll try the same thing. He'll be trying to drown Chiome.
Get with this crap. Creepy motherfucker.
Are your defenses lowered at all right now?
Yep, they are.
By how much?
They're down to 7 right now.
Down
For dodge
by
and parry.
7 or 2-7?
2-7.
Okay, then he has definitely hit you. Please make me a fortitude save. Okay,
Fuck
then.
you. you drink it. Fuck it. Thanks for the fucking refreshing drink.
So he shoots water at your just general face area. And some of it does get down your throat and into your ears and such, but you're able to duck out of the way of it easily enough.
You toss your wet hair back in like slow motion, trying to out-pretty the unconscious man. And you're failing to.
I'm not Baywatching this.
You should.
Yes,
He's giving you an
Tenfold is floating in the puddle of water, and he looks great while doing so.
Just fantastic. 10 out of 10.
Crux is unconscious.
Damn right he is.
Pretty sure he doesn't have any healing abilities.
If he does, he's pretty burrowed into that rock.
Kid single track mind.
Right, who's next?
You know what'd be really funny?
Kid Singularity.
They're looking for like a paper or something, and your water just completely ruined it.
It's vaguely possible.
Kid
It's just
Singularity
really
will go
funny.
back into his room and keep searching.
That's
It's
right.
also-
Go to your room. You're grounded.
Chain will also keep searching.
It's also quite likely that in a lab where they anticipate the occasional need for the fire sprinklers to go off, that they kind of use cabinets that are made to keep the files dry.
Yeah. Well, I only have one option.
The air! No.
I'm going to grab King Celerity out of the ground, out of the top, the floor above me, and pull him down to my floor.
Make an attack check. And a strength check.
Okay, fuck your floor.
Yes, you can definitely grab at him.
That would be my grab then, that strength check. So you may roll a opposed strength or an opposed dexterity. You get to choose which one you want to roll and attempt to beat me. And natural 20 is an automatic success on my part. It just means.
He fails utterly.
Does he fail by more than 5?
Yes.
Okay, stop that. Because grabbing is a condition. So give me a second. For now, though, you may put him down to my level and next to me. He's basically just yanked down from below.
Yes, and let me know what those conditions are in a moment.
At the very least, he's definitely going to be immobilized, and I think he's defenseless, but I don't check it.
Tenfold is unconscious. Jome.
I don't want to fight both of these at once.
I'm doing fine.
least the ghost lady really hasn't done anything.
She's gonna start though. Like we can't deal with her, and she's eventually gonna start succeeding.
One of our brains is just going to explode, scanner style.
Here we go. 2 or more degrees leave your opponent bound, defenseless, immobile, and impaired. So there you go. So this guy can singularities in trouble.
Okay, so I'm doing something slightly different. I'm going to be hitting washout with a combination of all out and power.
Okay.
So they kind of counter each other out on my accuracy.
Okay. All out in what?
Power attack.
I don't know if you can do both at the same time, actually. Unfortunately.
There's something saying you can't, and it's a hot debate.
Yeah, you got a point. I'd say leave it up to the DM ruling.
I don't see why not.
I'm still taking my.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because all
subtracting
attack
them
is you
down.
just like, all attack is you just screw defense. I'm gonna hit you, and power attack is screw accuracy. I'm just gonna hit you, and kind of it just sounds like I'm gonna.
I'm
take the
basically
biggest
spending
whammy.
2 advantages to trade my defenses for power.
Yeah. I want to hit you with the biggest hammer.
It's alright. Make your roll. You are attacking Washout with just an attack.
Yeah, it's
sword
just gonna be
or-
attack.
You have hit, add 2.
Okay, so
Can now add the rest from your power.
Yeah,
attack and all that, too.
so that's a DC 27.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, up your 6 up to a 12. That's decent.
You don't need to hit as hard as the Duke to do what the Duke does. It's easier. Her trick is she can do it while being accurate. Usually.
Just a moment. Okay. Well, I'll put it this way. He rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. You people get lucky too often, you know that?
Yeah,
Screw you.
the,
We're
the,
winning.
the dice are with us today.
And yesterday, and maybe the day before.
The dice gods favor the heroes. What do you want? It makes sense.
Alright. You, slash
There's
across
4 of us,
Washout's
and there was like 8 of
chest,
them.
and
Yeah.
he falls over into the puddle of water that's now all around him.
Pap.
Okay,
Yeah, you seriously just took him out.
that was easier than I expected.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. Hey, look at
Now
that.
you turn to
Pow.
the
Hey,
ghost
another one.
lady and
Pow.
say, "What?"
Mr. Hops. Also, put yourself wherever you want to be. I know how far you
Yeah,
can move.
I will move.
Mr. Hops will be taking his orders and teleporting out into that room.
He's letting me in the right
Me, I'm
room.
going with.
And you? Oh, okay. You both feel the bunny jump up and touch both of your legs. And then you're squeezed through a very tight tube. You can see that what you were looking for is on this wall.
Good enough for Jam.
Heartbreaker.
I'm gonna
Start
delay till
helping people
after
out.
Alan.
Alan.
Okay, so what I'm expecting to see on this wall, and I want to make sure it lines up with your expectations, is that there should be a big-ass converter from city power to what the building uses, the transformer there, and a big-ass breaker panel beside it, usually with one master and then a whole bunch of sub-panels, and probably the kind of breaker boxes that you see in a house or something will be distributed elsewhere on these floors. Usually.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm going to go over to that transformer. Oh, damn, I need to...
Yes, you need to walk it. Cry harder.
You just can't do that today.
God, I'm old.
Well, I if I want to get this done within this turn or the next, I do need to use I do need to get this at some point, so I am going to double move to get into range this turn. Then I've got both the actions I need next turn. So I am done.
Heartbreaker.
If anything, you start piling people out. I mean, they're kind of just.
Yeah, I got nothing to do for right now. I'm just gonna have tell Mr. Hoff to delay his turn till after mine when it comes up, and I'm done.
Okie dokie. Ghostlight will follow Chiome, because she has no
Rapidly
problems in
running.
doing this.
And it's rapidly running out of allies.
Look, if you want a date, we can do something outside.
And she will try something else now.
Oh, thank goodness.
She will
Thank
reach out
goodness
and
for who?
she will reach out and touch Chiome.
Well, see, that's harder for her to do. She's a good
You need
parry.
get me some drinks before you get handsy.
Now, please roll a will save.
Damn it.
I still always whatever.
Okay.
Just fuck it. We win this fight. We're done. The battle's over. We just
Seriously,
win, okay?
how many 20s have you gotten?
We just win.
I think this is at least 3.
Battle over. We've won. Let's go.
Relax,
Washout is
Chris.
unconscious. Crux is unconscious. Kid Singularity is grabbed and will not be trying to get out of it.
He's bound, helpless.
His powers don't
defenseless.
require him to do anything but think.
Okay, just go ahead.
Ah, yes. He has such fine control over his abilities that the Duke will suddenly feel a pull behind him.
Okay, you're trying to move without my permission. How much can you move, son?
He's making singularities.
Don't care. How much can your singularity pull?
Are you aware of what singularities are?
I know what they are. I'm wondering how you're making these without collapsing all of
They pull
space-time,
harder
to be
because
honest.
you weigh more.
I don't know how
It's
this works.
pulling you.
Okay, well, he can go first. After you,
No, the
asshole.
difference is he's immune to his own powers.
How does he know that? Did he stick his head in? No, okay, go on. So what do I gotta roll?
Damn it, this really is just my character.
I didn't make it, so you
I
sorry.
feel...
What
So we
must
lost
I roll?
Brad.
Make a strength check. Try and keep your feet on the ground. Since the Duke is just
Yeah,
doing
just
that.
for you.
God, seriously?
Yeah.
I
This
have
is your server.
Yeah, no longer does.
Yeah, hang on a second. All right, there's a 20 in there, but that's rolling stuff.
Mhm.
All right, the Duke. Well, I assume you have some sort of clamps in your feet.
Yeah,
at some
the
point.
feet clamps. They work like the hand ones, just their feet.
And you do not move whatsoever.
That was adorable.
He makes no reaction.
Yeah, you're gonna in a second. Punch, 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 punch.
Chain, on the other hand, while nobody can actually see her, will hold up a canister in satisfaction,
Yay!
and then leap out through a hole in the wall.
We're really lucky. The scientists outside will scream in terror, and that will draw
Yeah, they're all
Heartbreaker's
Yes,
attention.
They will.
Ah!
They are indeed screaming in terror because of this.
Now we can all react to that.
Now, it is 6 o'clock. Does anyone have problems?
Not me.
Yeah, I have to go.
Yeah.
Alright, good timing then.
Okay, so yeah, we can stop there.
Okay,
You're wondering
get
what I'm
to
gonna do?
resume
I'm
at
gonna
the
turn into a
top.
truck and then kick the crap out of Chang. That's for later.
If you can catch her.
I can just go through walls, man. I can catch her.
She might be fast, you don't know. Maybe
She's
she
not
could
fast.
use
I
those
do.
chains
All I
to
can
make a
do-
helicopter whirly.
Okay, really?
Remember, she
Well,
was
why
imitating
not?
Doc Ock earlier.
I know, but I got a gun, and she's right.
I'll remind you what you know about her from the database, that she has regenerative abilities.
Yeah, you still need to take a second to heal, though. If I can stop you for a turn, and the rest of us can just leap on you. One of us is pretty fast.
Busy having a ghost date over here.
Outrun her, it's a ghost.
I thought of a reason you can't really outrun her. But anyway.
Yeah, I will see you all next week.
So yeah, this was fun and hilarious. You just kept completely owning everything you had.
Yeah,
so many 20s.
Our dice are distressingly well weighted.
There's a 10.
Like, it just... And it's not just us rolling, like, 20s.
Yeah,
it's us rolling 20s
ones.
and them rolling, like, 1s or 5s and shit. It's like, I roll a 20 on the Red Duke. I just did, like, rank 30-something, like, to toughness on this guy.
And he rolled 3 in response to his toughness.
So
if it's any relief, as someone who has mucked around in the source code of this tool, all of the dice rolls are performed on the GM's computer. I cannot have subverted these dice rolls from this end of the internet.
I'm not really claiming anyone did.
Oh no, I just mean there is only one. There's only one random number generator in play right now, and it's yours. So you've just stumbled upon the most ridiculous seed.
I'm pretty sure. I'm glad we recorded that, because that's like a black hole of what the actual fuck is going on.
I mean, I assume they're using the clock to seed. Almost everyone uses that.
The clock makes up about 18 bits of it. It's just the Java standard PRNG.
Anyway, going to save and shut down the server now.
Yep. Have a good one, everybody.
Night.
Toodles.
Night.